All right, so let me just check that. So yes, last week wasn't it a pleasant old time? You know, hanging out in the city, enjoying the Kingfisher Festival, having some fun, having some games, and of course the culmination of the event was a reenactment of the Battle of the High Hill, where the armies of the Slumbic Knights fought the ravages of Ishtar. Everybody came to the battle with wooden swords, bits and pieces to reenact. Maybe bruising happened, maybe the odd broken bone. But turns out that the forces representing Ishtar were taking it a little bit more seriously, and they brought swords and all sorts of stuff. And as a spray of blood burst across the field, the battle joined properly. So, before we get started, let me drag you across to this map here, the Battle of High Hill. Now you notice a couple of things, and this is going to be important going forward as well. Notice around the outside of the map, there's this stuff here, this odd border. That is called the Fray, as in F-R-A-Y. That is like an abstract representation of the battle that is raging around you. Now you're more than welcome to enter the fray, but if Teo moved over here, he's going to take damage. It's going to be difficult terrain. So as an imagination tool, just imagine this is the battle raging around you, and you could get out, but you might get hit by a stray arrow, you might get hit by a sword, you might get hit by a spell, all sorts of things. So.
Hey, Malcolm.
Yes.
Arson's not on the map.
Well, that is tricky to control your character. Let me drag him on there. Sorry about that.
No worries. Thank you.
There he is. Okay. So, in the words of my son, why don't we...
Roll for initiative.
Out the gate. All right.
Out the gate,
All right.
absolutely. Darrett is joining you, by the way. If you remember, he was a squire of the knight, whose name's temporarily escapes me, but he's on the battlefield as well. Hirig decided to join you. Your master, whatever the opposite of squire is, did not join Ilva. She's observing the battle. We'll see how that plays out. Okay. Let's just make sure everybody's in. Oh, who are we missing? Missing one person. Oh, could get
I have a 7. I think I was not clicking my token. I think this way. They have a 7.
And the way to fix that is click on your token again and roll for initiative. Again.
Mm-hmm.
Still not coming through?
There's some lag, but I think you roll.
Oh,
no, it's
okay.
fine. Now you
So-
can change it.
Well, you can change it yourself. To see if it says Teo 16, just click on that number
I see.
16 and
Okay,
change it to a
that's
7.
perfect. Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay.
So-
thanks.
So if you accidentally click your token, that's a good way to fix it. So change that to a 7. There we go, perfect. Okay, so as this battle erupts around you, you're kind of gasping your breath saying, what the hell is going on? You hear the thumping of hooves, and 3 of these mercenaries who are outside of the camp come thundering towards you on horses. Arson, you're the first to act. What do you do? Notice there's a wall here. You can duck behind that. It's about 5 feet tall, and logs and stuff. And Arson, as the Battle of High Hill proceeds, what do you do?
Arson's going to step back here, And then he's going to bonus action hide.
Okay, make me a stealth check. Perfect. So imagine you're kind of ducking behind the cart there.
And then he is going to hold a dagger throw until they are in 20-foot range, so he has advantage from hiding.
Okay. Okay, so ducking down there. Frigg goes, "Oh, lads! This is bad!" Now, what's Frigg gonna do? He is going to do a similar thing. He's gonna step forward around here and says, "Come at me, you son of bitches! I'll cut you down where you stand!" Gwyn, is Gwyn back with us? Oh, we'll give Gwyn a second. Gwyn? Kayla? Oh, technical problems.
Why Discord is not working on my computer.
Okay, we can hear you nice and clear now. So Gwyn, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay. Well, since I couldn't hear, what did Arsene do?
I'm hiding back here. I'm behind the cart until they get within 20-foot range for me to throw daggers at advantage.
Okay.
And Frigg's advanced out front did a similar thing. He's standing there with his maul, his feet braced, ready to swipe at one of these guys as they come forward.
Cool. And you said that the wall is about 5 feet?
Yep.
Cool. All right. From where I'm at, I am going to take out my longbow and try to hit this guy right here.
Okay, going for the rider as opposed to the horse. Great, take a shot. That definitely hits. The arrow flies across the field, knocks into the rider. Roll damage.
Okay. And it says, I've never used this before because Ranger's new to me, but come on. There it goes. Oh, sorry about the double click.
That's right.
When I hit a creature, I can mark it as my favored foe for 1 minute.
Okay.
So,
Do you wish to mark that
I
guy
will.
as your favorite foe?
Yep.
Okay, so I'll put a little thingy-majig. That's a little token there indicating that you've marked that as your foe. Okay, so Gwen, just over the wall, thock, and imagine you're ducking down a little bit for cover.
Yep.
Okay. This horse, let me just check these horse stats for a second. So this guy comes thundering across. Him and his horse happen on the same turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Comes right up to Rig. Is that within 20 feet of you?
Nope,
Arsene?
35.
Okay. He comes up. This guy riding the horse. And he is going to take... I think he's holding on with the rein in one hand, and he comes and tries and stab Frigg with his other hand. He rolls a 12, and Frigg kind of ducks out the way, and the thing goes right over his head. The horse, on its turns, takes a disengage action and backs up just a little bit, because that's all the movement it had. Ilva.
So, a couple of things. Since this we entered as a reenactment, I suppose Ilva wouldn't have her weapons, right? She would have a wooden sword or something.
I took it as written that you had your normal weapon sheathed. So you feel free to
Okay.
drop your wood. You can use your wooden weapon if you like, but if you like something a bit sharper, feel free to bring out your sword.
Yeah, this seems serious enough. And second, would she be on her horse, or would she have left it behind with Levna?
You tell me.
I suppose if the... Well, depends. Do the other
Ah,
reenactors also have
no.
horses?
No,
No,
only
then
the
she would have
enemy.
left it behind.
Only the enemy does.
Yeah, and we didn't see them coming on horses before now, so.
Oh, sorry. Wait.
Uh,
Someone put it up. Anvar is
yeah.
not in the order, so let me put Anvar in the order. Rolo Anvar. Make it easier. 16. Oh, here will happen. Anvar will happen after you go Ilva. Yeah, I did forget to put
Yeah,
him in.
that's good.
Okay,
Well,
Ilva.
yes, she's gonna be a bit freaked out. Say to others, "This is real, right? Is this real?" Oh God.
I think
Get
I
up.
think I think I think there's some treason here, man.
Well, this is
I'm just
this
gonna
is
look around
this is
a bit.
fucking crazy. These people were loyal to Cudgel, and now they're attacking. I don't know. Cudgel was a trusted ally of Ispin. I don't know what the hell is happening, but this is bad. Before you have to ask Ilva, this is as real as it gets. Get in there, lass.
Okay. She's gonna grab her pike and charge forward. Try
Yes.
to no, not that much. There, since I have reach, and
You can take.
yeah, she's
you
gonna
can
go all
attack-
in.
You can attack the horse normally, or the guy on the horse at disadvantage. Your choice.
Well, she's a horse girl, horse lover, so nope. She's gonna do a precise strike to
Okay.
turn it into a straight roll at the guy on the horse.
Sure. Okay, roll to hit.
Oof.
8. Ah,
That's
this
bad.
horse reels back at the last second and it misses.
Yeah. I'm gonna save my action search for now, and yeah, that's gonna be my
Ooh.
turn.
A question: does that burn your battle die when you miss?
Let me see.
Oh, it says if the attack hits,
If-
roll a d8. So
yeah.
I guess not.
That's true. Yeah, that's good.
So yeah, you miss, but you maintain your battle die. Okay, fantastic. Okay. This guy is gonna come thundering up here.
Anvar's turn, you said after Ilva?
Yeesh, you're right. Okay, Anvar. Definitely a spell type of guy. He's gonna walk forward. And this, it's got to be this guy here that was marked by Gwyn. He's gonna cast Toll the Dead. And let's see if he can pass his wisdom saving throw. Rolls a 3, so no. So Toll the Dead. Yes, roll. 6 points of necrotic damage. The guy screams and goes, "Ah!" and explodes in a pile of blood as his head explodes and he crashes to the ground off the horse dead. Okay, good start. So now that was Anvar. Now it's this guy's turn. He's going to charge over here. He's going to try and encourage his course to jump the wall. So he's going to make an iron animal handling check. Chooses that one. Oh, no problems. Leaps over the wall, comes crashing down. Arson, you look like you're lining up a shot.
Yep, he's within 20 now, so I will throw a dagger at the rider.
Okay. At advantage. It's not melee.
Oh,
That hits, but roll
forgot,
again, just in case.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, thank you.
Oh, is that a 20, is it?
Indeed.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool, roll damage.
Okay, and I believe because Gwen's there, sneak attack, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so let me turn sneak on. And I'll have to add 2 to this attack because of thrown weapon fighting when you gain +2 bonus to the damage roll.
Okay.
Alright, so there's that. Oh, I forgot to roll. Let me roll an additional d4 here.
Yep.
Okay, and let me roll 2d6 for sneak.
Already done one sneak, so just 1d6.
Oh, did... Oh, I didn't see it added it. Okay. I'll just take the low off that D6. It was the low one's a 2. It was a 2 and a 6. So
So 14.
just take.
Enough. Your dagger flies across, thumps into the rider, and he too kind of bangs on the wall and falls to the side. Nice. Well, you guys are doing well. Excellent. Teo, what do you do?
Now that we're in the fray of the fight, I guess there's fire and everything flying around, no? That is... I'm thinking of using magic, and I wonder how obvious it's gonna be for anyone to see.
Oh, I'll leave that for you to call. I mean, you're in the midst of a battle.
Okay, I wanna take the risk. So I gonna call the light of the moons over me, and using my star map, and basically become an archer, another kind of a divine archer. And I'm gonna throw this to the first rider. Let me see what it is, right?
This guy down here. Okay.
Why is it? But first I do the produce flame, so it's at 13 to hit.
13 against the rider. Oops, sorry. 13 against the rider is a miss. The flame erupts on him, but it just dissipates over his army. Ducks.
Okay, and then my starry form.
Oh, yeah, cool.
26.
Oh, man.
But
Stop doing this to my bad guys. That is not fair.
So that will be 8 points of radiant damage.
It's because it's a critical. Roll me another d8.
I think it rolled already 2d8s, so it rolled correctly, so it's 8.
Oh, I see. You're right. 8 points of damage.
Yeah.
So the flame,
And
or the archer, rather, the starry form of the archer, flies across, thumps into him, and he takes 8 points of damage. He recoils a little bit, but he still maintains control of his horse.
And I just move a little bit behind the cart, and that's my turn.
Okay. Well, that guy's dead. But his horse bolts off, just takes off. And who knows what happened to that horse, because now it is gone. And he doesn't get a turn. He says, guys, this is really bad. Let's stand a post. Foremost cordon. I don't know what I'm doing. And as he rushes forward, can I have Teo, please? Just roll me a plain old d4.
Okay.
2.
That would be a 2.
Okay. So, it actually works well narratively. So, this horse is just completely panicked as its rider falls and starts charging towards Ylva, just out of control. It looks terrified. Make me a dexterity saving throw, please, Ylva. Ylva.
Oh boy.
As this horse is just out of control and panicking, and it thumps into you, and that horse continues to dash across the battlefield, and you are knocked prone. No actual damage.
Ow!
Okay. Now, as this happens, you look around, and you hear the ominous growl that sounds like this. And
a demon enters the battle.
not a demon. Don't know if you remember, but back in the camp, there was a half ogre there. Turns out he has joined the fray. And wow, why did he roll so poorly? Never mind, that's the way that rumbles. So Arson, as his dagger goes across, you think, wow, this is going really well. Taking out 2. 4 more of these mercenaries appear, and this massive half ogre appears too.
Okay, so Arson's going to go. Oh, aha, ogre. Okay. Hold on, let me go back. That pop out interrupted my movement.
It's all right.
That's okay. 15, 20. Is it difficult terrain to hop the wall?
It's going to require athletics or acrobatics check. It's quite high, so it's a DC 15.
I will attempt to flip the wall.
Hey. Yeah, no problem.
Nice.
Okay. And then I will throw a dagger at this guy here.
Okay. Roll to hit.
14.
14. You do hit him right in the back, but it hits him right in the small of the back. But his... What type of armor does he have? But his chain shirt bounces off his chain shirt.
Okay. And then he will attempt to go one here and use the hide, bonus action hide.
Okay. Make a stealth check. Okay. Ducking behind the wall. Hopefully out of sight. Very good. So, under the urging of this half ogre, 1, 2, 3, 4, comes up and attacks Darren. Darrett. Darrett goes, ah, shit! And he attacks him with his spear, stabs him, and Darrett, despite the fact that he's practically unarmored, manages to parry it away with a sword that he was carrying. Frigg says, come at me! You may be taller than me, but I'll cut you down. He tries to attack the rider with his maul at disadvantage. Rolls a 13. The guy holds up his shield and just parries his maul away. Ya son of a bitch! Gwyn.
Okay. I'm going to swing my longbow around and aim at the guy on the horse.
Okay. 20 hits. Nice.
Okay.
And you just skewer him and he too falls off his horse and lands on the ground in a bloody splat.
And then I'm gonna 90 feet. Let's see. Yeah. I'm gonna Hunter's Mark the ogre.
Okay, Hunter's Mark the odor? The odor.
And walk around the wall and hide.
Okay, so mechanically you're just hiding down, not an actual howler, but that's fantastic.
Yeah, not an actual hide.
Okay, cool. Anvar is going to try to Ray of Frost this guy in front of Darrett. So +5 to hit. 13. Yeah, the Ray of Frost goes off, but unfortunately the doesn't hit. Not good enough. Just completely misses. And Anvar doesn't like being on this side of the wall, so he too is going to try and jump over it using his athletics. And he fails to climb, so he's going to be staying on that side of the wall. Okay, this guy is dead. And his horse is going to run off into the fray. That's the end of that guy. Ilva!
Yeah, Ilva's gonna get up from prone.
Great!
Let's see. Run over here. And then take an action to dash.
Sure.
So let's see. Let's see, 10 feet over here and drag Darrett 5 feet away from the mercenary.
Okay, that will invoke attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, on me or on Darrett.
I mean, in the words of my daughter,
You can certainly try.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Just try to use Ilva's pike to intervene between them and push Darrett backwards.
okay, Darrett is panicking a little bit, so I'm going to need a persuasion check from you, and then he'll allow you to shove. So let's see what your persuasion is. You're a
Okay.
little panicked.
Yeah. Ilva's gonna scream out, Darrett, get to the carriage, get under it.
You could do intimidation or persuasion if you do it that way. Your choice.
It's still gonna be a
Oh,
natural
man.
one.
Darren says, oh, no. Knights of Salamia never retreat, and I'm not going to retreat.
I
DC was
guess-
5, by the way.
yeah. Well, with an intimidation it would have been let's see, +2 more, so 5. But no, it's okay.
Never mind. That's your action. You're going to action surge? Is what I
yes.
was predicting. Yep. Okay.
No, I'm gonna stay there.
You're going to stay there. Okay.
Yes.
5, 10, 15, 20. So one of these mercenaries comes up to you, Teo, branding his sword. And he screams out, "For Tarkasus!" He tries to stab you with a spear one-handed. Rolls a 15. Is that it, Teo?
It does.
Okay, so he stabs you right into the ribs, brings it back. A spray of blood as you take 6 points of piercing damage. Okay. This guy rushes around here. And... who's he going to attack? No, he's going to take Ilva, because she's right there. Once again, holding a shield, comes at you, swings at the sword behind it, behind the spear behind the shield, but you see it coming, Ilva, and you just parry it away with your sword. That's a miss with an 11. Teo, this mercenary right on top of you. What do you do?
My plans. I'm going to try to hold. I cast Entangle.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna try to basically hold the half ogre and this other guy there. So they have
Nice.
to do a strength saving throw.
Do they do it straight away, or is it on their turn?
If I'm not mistaken, they have to do it right away, and then they can use their action to get released.
Okay. So strength saving throws.
Yes.
So the big old half ogre is pretty strong. And he rolls... Ooh, he rolls a 5. So he's going to be entangled. That's a terrible roll. He has a +3 to that roll. And the mercenary... he's going to make a strength saving throw. He rolls a 12. What was the DC?
If he fails, it's 14. So they are both restrained. They can use their action to get released.
Okay, that is a
And
game changer. Nice.
And I'm gonna attack with a disadvantage to the one I have in front of me.
Why
With
disadvantage?
Because it's a what's it called a range attack.
Oh, sure.
Is
But didn't you
the
shoot- wait,
starry
didn't-
art.
Oh, yeah. Bonus action, sure.
So I
21.
will do it twice. I forgot to put disadvantage.
Sure. Yes.
A 9
2+.
is a fail, I would imagine, no?
Yeah, he just parries it off easily with his armor, knocking your bow to the side.
And I'm gonna move just 5 feet to the left, and that's my turn.
Okay, nice. Great turn. Okay, can you bring up the entangle spell description for me, please?
Yes. I guess if I click in the
It'll say, if you click on the spell, in the corner it'll say display in VTT.
And that'll bring up the description. So when you clicked on entangle, now notice in the top right of D&D Beyond it says display in VTT.
okay. Hold on, just a second.
Top right. There we go. Perfect.
There it is.
Okay, so must succeed will be strained, so they're restrained. Creature restrained can use its action. Okay, so one thing, you are concentrating on entangle, so we'll make sure we take a note of that. So, it makes a strength check to try and free itself. Okay, this guy isn't going to try and free himself just yet. He's going to take one of the 2 spears that he has, grabs it from his kind of backpack, and it's going to throw it at you, Teo. But rolls a 5. The tangled vines grasp his arm just at the right second, and it picks and it just goes wide. It's a miss. Ernest really doesn't like being here. It's difficult terrain as well. Okay, he's going to try. He's going to try and break free.
But didn't he throw a spear?
Oh, no, sorry, this is Gregonus now, the big half ogre. He's going to try.
I see.
So this guy throws a spear. Now this guy's trying to get out. Okay. Now, so the DC is 15?
14.
14. Okay, let's do it this way. Okay, I'll draw your attention to my screen. So remind me of the DC again, it was 14?
14.
Okay, he's got a +3 to his strength score, so he needs an 11 or better on this D20. He struggles and he doesn't get out. That's the end of his turn. Okay,
Nice.
literally rolling the dice, but fails. Okay. Darrett. Darrett is... He turns to Ilva and says, "Why would you ever ask a knight of Salomia to the retreat? It's not my style." And he brings out this massive great sword, swings it out in the front of him, but the confidence gets a bit of him, and it just clangs to the side of him. Almost as if this battle axe, this great sword, is too big for him. Ilva, roll me a d4.
Okay.
Three. Okay. From within the fray, a Vogler militia member, he stumbles out. He's looking severely injured. This guy here, and he's like, "Oh, for the love of the gods, somebody help me!" He's looking very injured. He's on the point of death. I'll let you decide what you do with that. Arson. Was it Arson? Yes, Arson.
Okay, Arson's gonna go, Gwen, the ogre's stuck. Pelt him. I can't. He's too far away. And he's going to go 5 here to pick up his dagger from this guy.
Sure.
And then, 20, perfect. And then going to attack, throw a dagger at this guy here. Advantage because I was hidden still, or no?
Sure.
Okay. All right.
Sneak attack if you hit.
Yes. There we go. Advantage. Okay. It's gonna be another natural 20.
Stop it.
Never.
Okay.
All right. So here is the first one here. Let's see if that did the. It just did not double the sneak. So let me do one more sneak here.
Didn't double your D4 either. Get a D4 and a
Okay.
D6.
Oops.
So
Oh, it
19
did not do that.
and a D4.
Okay. And a D4.
Roll a 4, it'd be sick.
Okay, it's a 1.
Damn.
Yeah, +2 because of thrown weapon, so that's going to be a 3. It's a lot of damage.
It's a 22, I think.
Yeah, 22.
Man, this is a classic example of overkill. he doesn't see it coming, and you just get him right in the base of the neck, severing his spine, and he just collapses in a pile.
And I
Hell
only
yeah.
use 10 feet, so I'll move 10 back here. Bonus action, hide.
Okay. Stealth. Okay, ducking back and forth. Cool. This guy notices how inept Darrett was, so he's going to hold up his shield and try and stab Ilva with the spear. And for the Dragon Queen! And Ilva, do you have a shield?
No, two-handing the pike, so 16 AC.
Okay, so just knock it aside with the pike. That's a 10. It's going to be a miss. Briggs says, "Ah! Shit, lad!" And he comes over here and he looks around. Like, I gotta do this. Gotta heal this silly boy. And he's going to cast Cure Wounds. And roll a 7. The guard. Thank you. And this guy can now join the combat. Anvar. What does Anvar do? He's going to cast... some first level spells. Nope. He's going to Ray of Frost this guy next to Teo. So Ray of Frost. 12. He's just not getting used to his newfound abilities, and the Ray of Frost just dissipates harmlessly around him. And once again, he's going to try and jump over the thing. DC 15. Oh, and he almost gets over, but fails. Gwyn. Maybe next time he'll walk around. Gwyn.
Okay. Going to stay where I'm at and shoot at the ogre.
Okay. Sliding up your bow carefully, firing across, and it does hit the ogre. Roll for damage.
You have advantage because he's restrained.
Is he restrained or grappled?
No, restrained.
Okay, yeah. Roll again. Might be a crit.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Nice.
Okay. So 7 points of damage as he flies and arrow hits straight and true. It's your turn, Gwyn.
And that's all for me. Yep.
Okay. This guy says, thank you. And he stands up and rushes forward into the battle very bravely. That will be it for his movement, though. Ilva.
Yeah, Ilva's gonna attack the mercenary next to her. As she's screaming at Darrett, "You're not a bloody knight yet, you idiot!" And let's see, she's gonna do another of those precise strikes.
Okay. Okay, with the precise strike, that hits.
There we
Okay.
go.
With the precise strike, 12 is enough to calm it down. He falls to the ground.
Nice. And with that, she's gonna run past the crumpled mercenary, step over here, and she's gonna attack this one since he's restrained.
Okay.
With her reach.
Wait, how are you doing 2 attacks?
Oh, action surge.
Oh, you did use the action surge. Okay, cool. Okay, so with your precise strike, with your reach, this guy, you did it to advantage, great. So you hack into this guy at range with a pike. He takes a whole bunch of damage, but he is still standing.
Yes, and then I'm gonna step forward into this guy's face just to keep some pressure off Teo.
Okay, nice. Okay, well, speaking of Teo, this guy says, You spell users, release my captain! Attacks you with a spear one-handed, rolling a 16.
It hits.
Okay, take 7 points of piercing damage, and make me a
I have to roll?
Constitution.
Yeah. How does the inspiration work in your game? If I fail, I can roll afterwards, or I have to say now that I want to use
You
it?
can roll afterwards.
Okay.
In other words, make a Constitution saving throw, and if you fail, you can just roll again. DC 10. Okay, that's a fail.
That will be a fail.
So now
I'm
you can
gonna
choose to use your
roll again.
inspiration. Yep.
Yeah, I will use it. That doesn't make it any better.
Ah, yes.
Damn it.
Free the half ogre. Concentration goes down. Ooh, that was
And
an
you say what,
important-
7 points of damage, no? Yeah.
What did I say? 7 points of damage, yes.
Yes, thank you.
He's no longer restrained, nor is this guy. Ooh, it's an important roll. Okay, so he hits you. Oh, this horse is galloped off, by the way. He's gone, so we'll just remove him. That guy's dead. Heyo!
I'm gonna use this engage action to move somewhere like here, and I'm going to shoot to the half ogre with my starry form.
Yeah, that's going to invoke attack
That's
of
a bonus
opportunity from the mercenary.
And I did disengage with my action,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
as a bonus
Got it.
action, I do the starry.
Starry form of the archer. Nice.
It should be a 21, which I
Oh,
guess is it.
that hits.
Okay, and he hits 8 points of damage, the half ogre.
Okay, nice.
And I think, let me see, 1, 2, and I move here. That's my turn.
Okay, nice turn. Okay, that was Teo. This guy rushes forward to Ilva. That's for the Dragon Queen and stabs you for 13. So you just parry it easily. Right. Gorgonus, this half ogre, lets out a roar and boom, 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 come charging straight at Ilva, waving this massive battle axe, and he swings at you two-handed with a 22. Imagine that hits.
That's
And it just slices you straight across the chest for 14 points of slashing damage. Garrett goes, "Alright, let's take this SOB down!" And he comes out, swings his greatsword almost as big as he is, and rolls an 8. Just clashes harmlessly next to the person. Arson, roll me a d4.
Yes, sir. Great.
Roll again, actually. We've had that one.
Okay. 3.
It's meant to be.
Oh, again.
1.
1. Everybody roll a d20. I'll do one for Anvar. Ooh, Arson. A little bit wasted, but that's right. Who are we missing?
I'm
Gwyn.
so sad.
You're rolling only 20s today.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there up the top there, Gwyn 20. So, Teo, from outside of the fray, a whole flurry of arrows come shooting out. You don't see the source?
I'm gonna die.
Well, depends. You might not. But I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
I will do it with pleasure. 10.
10. It's not enough. So these arrows, and a couple of them hit you, and you take d6 damage. You take 3 points of damage.
Okay, still alive.
So still standing, but looking rough. Okay. Arson.
Okay. I think I've mapped this out right. So I'm gonna do 10 here to pick up my dagger from that guy.
Uh-huh.
15, 20, and 25 because wood elf. I gotta remember 35 feet of movement.
Okay.
And I thought I mapped it to. Oh, I gotta be one more square. Okay. Bonus action hide. and then gonna hold a dagger throw in case if something comes within 20 feet.
Okay. So holding the action, hidden, looking for that opening. Okay, that guy's dead. Hrig. Oops. He gets up behind you, Ilva, and says, I got your back, lass. I don't have your back enough to heal you this turn because it's too far away. But that's what he does. Anvar casts Toll the Dead. Wisdom saving throw on the half ogre. It's not very wise, and it fails. So cast Toll the Dead. 10, nice. The ogre grabs its hair as blood slowly drips out, and it's looking rough, but he's still up. Gwyn, what do you do?
I'm going to once again trust my trusty bow and aim at the ogre.
Okay,
Hasn't missed yet.
nice. 10 points of piercing damage as another shot hits into this ogre.
15.
Okay. Oh, nice. Your arrow, he lets out a mighty roar in anger, and you get him right in the mouth, and it pierces the back of his throat, comes back the other side, and the ogre falls down dead. That exactly 15 hit points.
Sick. Then I will use my bonus action to move my hunter's mark onto this guy.
Okay, Hunter's Mark jumps over. This guy gets lit up. Okay, nice. Okay, you stay there, Gwyn?
Yes.
Okay, this recently recovered Vogler militia member, Vogler rather, he is going to attack with his spear, and he misses with an 11. Guy just parries it easily with his sword. Ilva!
Right. First, Ilva's going to bolster herself with the use of Second Wind.
Nice.
Bonus action. It's 5 minutes. Let's see. Then she's going to try to attack the one right to next of her, and use Pierce Precise Strike.
Okay.
See if she can get that one. 16.
16 is a hit, just.
Oh.
10 piercing damage. Okay, this one goes down in a spray of blood, and there's one left.
Yes. She pierces the guy and almost pierces the guy, gets him impaled, and then kicks him off into the fray. She's gonna step where he stood
Ugh.
to protect the civilian.
Okay, he's
She
not a
screams, "Okay!"
Okay, just a slight point of order. Not a civilian. He's a guard in the Volga, like
Oh, okay.
Vogler. So he's a trained person, but sounds like an Ilva thing to do. So you step that guy aside.
Yeah,
he's
still,
not gonna
yeah,
Okay.
that's good.
Okay. Teo.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Healing Word on me.
Okay.
5 hit points, and I'm going to cast. This is my bonus action, and with my action, I'm going to cast Produce Flame
Okay.
to the last standing enemy, which I think is a hit.
That is a
He
hit.
gets 2 points of fire damage.
2 points. That's not a lot. But Teo.
How do you want to do this?
From my hand, a flame appears, and I throw it towards our enemy, who gets involved in flames and runs into the fire, gets lost.
Nice. Okay. So, with Gregonus falling, you see the rest of these mercenaries disappear off into the hills. Seems once he's gone down, people the battle is seemingly won for this point anyway. So what do you guys do? They're retreating. What do you do?
Ilva's gonna look for wounded, I suppose.
Me too, trying to help wounded people.
Okay, there are plenty of wounded people. Unlike yourselves, several of the townsfolk were there with their wooden swords and almost their cardboard armor. The fact that most of the armies has been routed, many of them run, but there are still many dead. Okay, if you'd like to go on a check, just make me a general medicine check. If you'd like to go around and help the healing, the injured rather.
Could Ilva use athletics to carry wounded to other healers or people with medicine skill?
Sure.
So I'm gonna roll, but also I'm gonna use good berry. Okay, for the people who I feel that are in worse situation, to feed them a good berry to get 1 hit point.
So there's definitely at least 10 there. So do you distribute all of your good berries?
I will keep maybe just in case something happens, 1 for me and 1 for Ilva, and I will distribute the other 8.
Okay.
Thank you.
So over the course of half an hour at least, Teo goes around feeding these people good berries. People look at you slightly odd, like you're feeding them a damn berry, Teo. But, you know, berry healing, as we know as players, but the NPCs don't know this. So they're amazed by this. Gwyn just lugging people around using your strong back to help them out. Teo and Gwyn, Gwyn's doing around patching up as best she can. Arson, what are you doing? Oh, collecting daggers. What else?
Well, he grabbed his 3 daggers he threw, and then he wants to hide up in this tree over here to watch from afar to make sure nobody's trying to harm any of the group while they're tending to the wounded.
Okay. Make me a perception check. Okay. The hill crests a little bit, but you climb up the tree, get a bit of an angle. You watch the rest of these militia members who were representing Ishtar retreating down a hill. They're more or less going back, bring across to the map, back up this way, heading north along that high hill road. Okay. So
Arson will hop, or he'll relay that. He'll stay up there just in case anybody tries to sneak up on it, and he'll shout to the group, "They're retreating the way we came in, up to the north."
We will definitely need to investigate, but I think there are too many injured people. We have to stay here for a while.
As you guys, so we're more in theatre of the mind now, but Cudgel and Raven, the mayor of the town. She says, "Well, I don't know what the hell happened here, but the town of Vogler definitely owes you guys a word of thanks. I don't know what the hell happened. Cudgel! What the bloody hell?" And Cudgel says, "I do not have any godly idea what happened here. I mean, these were loyal mercenaries to me, I thought. Don't know what this arsehole half-ogre over here did, but something's afoot, and I need answers." And Raven says, "Look, I have to ask you something, Cudgel. This might be a hard question, but as a mayor of a town, I need to ask you. Cudgel, did you have anything to do with this? Cudgel stands up and glares and actually goes up to Raven and pushes her in the chest, and she says, "How dare you! I was here with for the funeral of my friend Ispen Greenshield. We've been loyal allies for a long time. How dare you!" And Raven kind of comes down. Okay, look, I had to ask you. These were mercenaries under your control. What the bloody hell happened? And Cudgel says, "Oh, bloody hell, I'd like to know that myself." And he looks
Mayor.
around. And what do we do?
Mayor, maybe you should go talk to Baracus. That little asshole has coin to spend around, and mercenaries follow coin.
Maybe. We will do that. If anybody could afford such a thing, it would be Lord Becklin. And by the way, you met the little shit, which was Lord Becklin Jr. They're his dad, Lord Becklin himself. So the son and the dad, both called Lord Becklin.
Malcolm, now that we are discussing, do I see this elf that was in the tavern during the celebration? There was an elf who was not really celebrating with us. He was a little bit melancholy, like waiting for a fight.
Yep.
Come.
Yep, that was the
Is
blue
he around?
elf. I'll tell you what, make me a perception check, see if you can spot him. Or her, rather.
That would be a 25.
Yeah, so as you're tending wounded, as things are calming down, you keep a constant eye out for the blue elf. You don't see her.
Arsene, do you see over there, this blue elf that was in the tavern, the one that sang this beautiful and melancholic song?
I'm sorry, Teo. I was too busy making sure the forces were retreating and not trying to harm anybody else of the town.
I'm really curious.
The mercenaries said something for Takesis.
The Dragon Queen, they meant, no?
Yeah, I think so.
I think all players know who that is. Let's see if the characters do. If you think you might know who Tarkasis is, make me a religion check. Gwen, not so sure.
I guess Arson would have heard about it in the criminal underground, but not that much.
I assume I roll a 17, but I think the only knowledge Ylva has is from stories, tales from the past, sensationalized, and that kind of stuff.
Sergio, do you know who Tarkasis is as a player?
I know, yes, I played a little bit, but not a lot. So I know this is the kind of the mother of the dragons or something like that in Kryn.
Christian, do you know?
Of the chromatic dragons, I would imagine.
Yeah, well, it's Tiamat, and she's a bit different from the Forgotten Realms kind of stuff, but I suppose she's always wanted to conquer Kryn, and Bahamut has stood in her way, which is
Paladin?
Paladin, yeah.
Yeah, so basically, I mean, the dragons are split up into good, evil, and neutral dragons. She's kind of the head of the evil deities, and she's a literal 5-headed dragon. Each one a different chromatic color. Like there's a silver, gold. Oh no, not silver. White, green, black, and red, and one of the ones that I'm missing. Truly horrible enemy, world destroyer. If Tarkasis came out, it would be bad news. But these people seem to be talking about Tarkasis, so maybe you're concerned there.
But, I thought Takesis was defeated by Huma Dragonbane. She can't come back, can she? I mean, all the stories told her of Huma's valiant sacrifice to kill her with the dragon lance.
Raven says, "Well, I hope you're right, because if Tarkus is released again, I mean, it seems we were waking up from the horror of the cataclysm, and only now we're getting our feet back. But now if that goddess is awakened, oh, God have mercy on us all.
I'm going to check the body of the half ogre to see whether there is any document or that could be of interest for us. Maybe a seal or any other information that can give us some info on how to track him.
Okay. Make an investigation check as you search the body of the half ogre.
Okay. 21. I'm rolling super well today.
You are. You check him. He's very half ogreish. He's not carrying much. He's just got a mighty battle axe and 2 javelins. In terms of notes saying this is where you find Dragon Queen, nothing like that.
And no seal or ring or any other.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Whoever who sent this ogre, this half ogre here, didn't want to leave any tracks of themselves.
Look, we have a Raven speaks up. Look, we have a lot of questions that need answering. Let's take some time to heal as many as we can, and let's meet back at the Brass Crab. We have much to discuss.
Just do it as you say.
Okay, so you continue to heal as much as you can, taking the time, and eventually, after a good couple of hours, things have calmed down, and you'll take a breath. For many of you, this is your first full-on war. You maybe fought the odd goblin, but this is war. And Gwyn, as you lean back, you realize you may feel, maybe I've learned some things. Maybe I feel like a level 3 character. Level up, everybody. Take a
Let's
moment to
go.
do that.
Woohoo!
By the way, could I? I guess there's a lot of fallen people. Perhaps one of the fallen mercenaries had a spear I could grab or
Let's
something?
go! Sorry.
The half ogre had 2 spears
Oh!
and or 2 javelins, I don't recall.
There's plenty of javelins around. Feel free to grab one, Ilva.
Didn't mean to interrupt you, Christian. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Wow, 220s.
Ilva, pretty good. Above average. What are you doing, Teo? You rolling?
4.
Okay. 4. Wow,
That's
Gwyn
fine.
and Arson, look at you guys. So feel free to add that to your hit points, but any damage you take, like Teo, you have 11 points of damage, right? So
Yes, I keep it, no?
so after leveling up, just make sure you maintain that 11 point of damage.
I will.
Same thing
Okay.
with you, Ilva. And I believe Arson, you choose a sub rogue thing now?
Indeed,
What did you choose?
I do. Soul Knife.
Ah, nice.
Okay, and I also get steady aim now. Interesting. All right, Arson's HP is now 30, Malcolm.
Okay. Where is Arson? Okay, 30, cool. I'm going to leave Anvar for when Torrid gets back.
Let's see, 27
Oops.
for me.
I did not mean to click that.
27 for Ilva. Cool, got it, thank you.
Can we pick the next level spells at the moment, or should we wait until we rest?
No, you can pick them at the moment. That's fine. And what did you go, Gwyn, in terms of subclass?
Stormkeeper.
Stormkeeper. Interesting.
That's fun.
Yeah, we were playing around with the idea if I was doing the necromancer of her bees being undead bees.
Cool.
See, I went with Cavalier. Shock, right?
Cavalier. Cool. Oh yeah. Excellent sales at mounted combat. Cool.
I get a ton of stuff. Wow.
Nice. So you just got pretty much wait. You pretty much just got spell slots, right? Second level spells, Teo? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And of course you got wild shape, but you got that at second level. Cool.
Yes. I believe.
Whoops. Sorry, what was your max hit points, Ilva?
27.
27. And Gwyn's Teo. Okay, cool. Is everybody finished leveling up?
Yes, I'm good.
Yep.
Okay. So, as I said, you spend a good couple of hours attending the wounded, helping them as much as you can. Some of the common folk kind of collect their dead friends and relatives, and they start preparing them for burial. Obviously, a real somber mood, and it's almost a contrast to the city itself. As you look around, there's still banners up, there's still booths. There's still an organ that someone was playing that is now abandoned. It's an odd sight, a scene of such desolation and despair, decorated brightly. It's very odd. So Raven, the mayor of the town, she did ask you to meet at the Brass Crab. Is that where you guys go next?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Arsene could use a drink.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
let's go for it. Yeah.
you head back to the Brass Crab. It's usually a jovial place. You know, the usual person who's playing the organ feels that it's just not appropriate. So, after returning to Vogler, there's Mayor Raven, Cudgel, and Becklin that's there as well. Darrett comes along as well. The King's Festival, the Kingfishers Festival is abandoned for obvious reasons, as worried locals seek refuge or mill about the village circle, unsure how to help. And Raven, Cudgel, and Becklin all sit down. Raven says, "Look, this is all a bit much. This is my town. Obviously, take it as a great insult that we were attacked like this. I've instructed trusted villagers to tend to the wounded and recover those bodies murdered at high school. But why did they attack? Clearly you were betrayed, Cudgel. I do trust you. Apologize for this question. But why? Anybody have any idea why we were attacked like that?
Is there anything in this city that is of value for a mercenary army?
I mean, as far as looting a town, I mean, they could gather up the gold and provisions, but nothing of immense value, just a lot of little things. So maybe they need more gold to fund their army or food to feed their army. I don't know. But in terms of something big, huge, and valuable, no.
Maybe a moral victory? I mean, this reenacting is calling for the defeat of an army. Maybe if they want to build a new army, they want to get some moral ground, prove that they are worthy.
Maybe.
I mean, several of them were saying for the Dragon Queen, regardless of whether or not we think she can come back. They obviously believe she can.
Did perhaps Ispin irritate someone, a Dragon Queen worshipper or something?
Strategically wise, is there any advantage toward the dragon army holding this city?
And Namir Raven comes out and brings out a bigger map. Where is my bigger map? There it is. So just so you get a picture, you guys are down here in Vogler. I don't know. I mean, the biggest settlement of note would be Kalaman. Tactically, maybe there is looking to establish himself in Vogler, maybe pushing on to Kalaman. Like, it could be my only guess. I mean, brave though we fought, we are... Kalaman has many, many more mercenaries. I do not know what's happened. Mayor Raven continues and says, so they mentioned Tarkasus, the Dragon Queen. Has anybody heard anything about that? Any rumors, any thoughts, anything?
I heard things not here and there suggesting that big darkness is coming. That something, so that the fight or a war is about to start, but nothing that they can pin specifically to someone.
War is coming. These are dangerous times indeed. Anybody heard anything else?
I haven't recalled anything in the underground when I was with them. If anybody would hear something, I think they would. I could send word to possible contacts, but I don't know how long it would take for a response.
I'm sorry, where are your contacts, Arson?
They're in the underground.
Well, send out feelers if you could. Any information we need to find would be good.
But now we see this militia. Now I remember a couple of days ago we saw draconic creatures, not men, not dragons, jumping around and attacking a poor set of travelers. We slayed them, but some of them ran away.
Do you think perhaps these two events are connected? These dragon-like creatures and these mercenaries? Any connection there?
Just because they are claiming to follow the Dragon Queen, I would imagine. Do we know whether she had the power to convert creatures into dragon-like monsters?
You don't.
Do we know?
We don't know.
Okay. I can only speculate, but I mean, these humanoids look like, a caricature of a dragon. The mercenaries were claiming to come from the Dragon Queen, so it seems too suspicious not to investigate.
Cudgel responds, aye, I think it could be right, lad. I mean, dragon-like creatures, people pledging allegiance to the dragon, there surely be some type of connection there. Now, my regiment, the Ironclad Regiment, obviously a couple of them were turncoats and attacked us, but I do have some people loyal to me who I'm sure weren't behind this, and I did not see them in the battle. I need to go check up on my troops. I need to know, I need to discover the fate of the rest of my troops. Maybe they were slayed before these people comes. Maybe they're alive. Either way, I need to go investigate. So if you'd excuse me. And she gets up and storms out. I'll come back with any news I can. And Cudgel storms out.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, any other ideas?
I mean, the armies have already conquered Nordmar. Could they be trying to push westwards?
I don't think the Dragon Horde will be happy until the whole world burns.
These are concerning. These are concerning thoughts. And just then, the door opens, and the mercenary that you saw, who was rescued from the field, who Rig healed, he comes in, and he's got a bound mercenary who was obviously part of the battle. And he throws him to the ground. His hands and feet are tied, and there's a rope connecting his hands and feet. Maybe this idiot will have some questions to answer. Can answer some questions. And he gives him a short, sharp kick in the ribs. And the guy groans beneath it and looks around with panicked eyes.
You there. Talk or know unbearable pain. Arson's gonna produce one of the psychic daggers in his hand.
My name is Flint Thunderlet. That's the only response you get.
Arson will throw the psychic dagger right into the joint of his knee and cause unbearable pain with it.
Okay, I'm going to wipe that out. I'm not going to go into... I don't like going into terrible details about how you extract people from it. So we're not going to go into details. What we're going to do...
Fair enough.
Is just make it a simple intimidation check. You can roll an intimidation check for me at advantage. And we can leave out all the torture type stuff. Just intimidation at advantage. And so Arson, using the ways and means that he knows and is familiar with, he manages to crack the back on it. And this guy says, fine. I'll tell you what I know. Keep in mind, I'm just a simple mercenary. I don't know the plans or the things. I just paid to kill you sons of bitches, and I wish I had the chance. Gregonus, the big-ass half-ogre, his plan was to kill Cudgel there and take her control of the Ironclad Regiment. Obviously, if it weren't for you lot, he spits on the ground as he glares at Gwyn, Arson, Ilva, Teo, and I guess Anvar as well. Look, several days ago, Gregonus headed to the woods to the west of the mercenary camp, then returned with a considerable amount of gold, talking hundreds of gold pieces there. Now afterwards, Gregonus hired most of the mercenaries that were loyal to him to attack the Vogler militia during the reenactment. After that, he then planned to raid Vogler. Obviously, that didn't work out for him. Now, obvious question, where did he get this gold to pay us off? I have no godly idea. I don't know where he got the gold, but it was good gold. Turns out it may be full gold at the moment. Now, a few of the mercenaries loyal to Cudgel remained at the camp, including Jaev, one of his loyal lieutenants. I think the rest back at the mercenary camp, he didn't slay them. I heard Cudgel saying that. I suspect they're still loyal to Cudgel. As for the rest of us, yeah, things didn't go well. Then quietens up for a little bit.
He named the woods where Dragoner went. Did he?
Yeah. They said in the woods west of the mercenary camp.
West, yeah.
And that's where we came from, wasn't it? Or-
Let's.
We were.
Sorry, let me dragging this around. Let's go around over here, back over here. You came kind of from this. Whoops, from this sort of direction. That's how you entered, and I guess to the west. Probably like yeah, around here somewhere.
Did they come by boats up the river to that little split there?
You didn't see them on boats.
No, would that mercenary give that information how they arrived there? Whether was it by through the river or
Oh, no.
hiking the trail?
All on foot.
Okay.
And we were here for the battle to pay respects to Ispin, but with the gold that Gragonus was throwing around, well, let's just say things got changed the closer we got. And can you blame me?
And you don't know where Gragonus got the money?
I got no idea. As I said, he went to the forest to the west of the camp, came back with gold. Don't know where he got the gold from. But look, guys, look, I'm a simple mercenary. I get paid gold to fight in battles. So, maybe you can let me go?
You heard what your companions were screaming as they killed innocents, didn't you? For Takesis. What do you think about that?
I don't have the bloody idea who Takesis is. That's all that Gragonus asked us to do. He said, put the fear of the Dragon Queen in their hearts. That's what he asked us. That's what we did. He didn't answer my question, though. I'm just a simple mercenary. I got a family. I got kids. Just let me go.
Levna, what does the measure say about this? Execution, right?
I think it would be more jail time, Ilva. Unless you know something
Jail?
about the law that I don't, Christian.
No.
Sorry,
Jail
Arson, I
time.
think.
Jail time for attacking innocents and slaughtering those in the street like animals doesn't seem fitting for the crime.
Look, as I said, a simple mercenary. I'm sure you've done work similar to this, Get paid to do a job.
He makes a point.
Look, jail time or execution, I think, is more the city's decision. But I think this is good information we can definitely use.
Mayor Raven
Curious
says,
job.
look, we've been brutalized by these people. They've attacked us like savages. We are not going to be the savages they hope us to be. Take this arsehole away and lock him up. And this mercenary under protest and guard him as well. Put a couple of guards. And he's locked up in a nearby shed.
Arson's going to check him real quick before he's led away for any type of thieves' tools or any type of items, wire that he could try to use to pick locks to make sure he has none of that on his person.
Okay, make an investigation check. He's been stripped of armor and weapons, but he hides something, not that you can find.
Okay.
So you think he's clean? Mayor Raven looks around. Well, I'm open to ideas.
I think we should move quickly. I suggest we try to visit the camp and what's going on the west of that route tomorrow morning.
And by
Maybe
now,
we're leaving earlier.
by now it's early, the early hours, like maybe 1 o'clock in the morning. The battle happened at dusk. Then there was a battle. Then there was healing. So it's about 1 o'clock in the morning at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we could start our trip already. How far is the camp from here? Do we know more or less?
Good 3 hours maybe.
Do you guys feel like going and checking right now? I think we can save. If we go now, probably we have more chances to find something before they cover their tracks.
I'm sure they weren't thinking about covering their tracks, so you're probably right.
Yes, I agree. If maybe we could spare an hour for those that were injured before we head out.
Yeah,
Oh.
definitely. If we can have a short rest, that will be.
Mayor Raven says, "Look, the injured are stable. The dead are dead. We already spent several hours helping them on the battlefield. That's under control. So don't concern yourself about that. We've got that. What we are lacking is information." I mean, I looking around, man, you guys look, you're dirtied, you're bloodied. If you want to go out and search for whatever's behind this, you're more than welcome to. But if you want to tend to your wounds, rest up for the evening, I would understand that as well. But maybe...
For me, if we can just rest a few minutes, I will go today.
Yeah, a short rest or just
With the amount of time we were talking to the mayor, would that conclude to a short rest?
I'll say yes. Yes, gentle conversation.
Yeah, because I'm right. We got the level up, but the damage stayed damaged, right? We didn't get a full long rest. Okay, yeah.
That's correct, yep. Okay, so taking some moment to heal up, and you do?
Yeah. I suppose Ilva's going to bandage herself up a bit and check in with Levna and ask her mentor, well, what do you think we should do now? I mean, those others want to keep following those mercenaries. What do you think?
Well, firstly, Ilva, what was your first taste of war like? What did you think?
Horrifying, I suppose, seeing all those people die without swords in their hands and nothing to defend themselves with.
I mean, it started as a massacre. If it wasn't for you and your companion, it would have ended as a massacre. You fought bravely out there, Ilva. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Lady Dracorn. Well, I think we might be able to do something if we follow them, but what do you think? I mean, these companions of ours, I saw the stranger one making a sort of weird bow and using plants to entangle his enemies. What should something be done about that? He's not a member of the robes as Anvar is.
Well, I mean, I saw what Rig did. Some type of healing. And yes, Teo did some type of magic. Don't look arcane in nature. I have my suspicions. Maybe the gods are waking up, no longer ignoring Kryn.
That would be something. Not sure if I could believe that.
Well, the other thing we have to consider is these people were screaming out the name of Tarkasus. Maybe it was just to scare us. Maybe there's something more. Maybe Tarkasus is awake and is not slain after all. Gods have a habit of coming back once defeated.
I guess then we might need all the power we have on our side. I mean, I was going to suggest taking them in if they stepped out of line, but they seem to be on our side, whatever our side is.
I didn't answer your question though, Ilva. Information is very important. What's out there? Maybe it was just the mercenaries, but we've got to consider that that person went out there for gold. I came back with gold. The half ogre must have got the gold from somewhere. I'll leave this in your hands to make it. It's time you take up the mantle of the leadership and make these decisions yourself, Ilva. Why don't we go back and talk to your companions and make a decision? One thing I will throw out there, is it necessary for everybody to go? Could a small group of you go while the rest of you rest up? Something to consider.
Yeah, I'll consider it.
Okay, and with that, you kind of rejoin the rest of your party.
Yeah.
So you've all rested up now. You're bandaged up your wounds and so on. What do you guys do?
Arson will not his new ability, but he'll start to communicate telepathically to Gwen, and out of nowhere, Yulva will hear as well. We can communicate like this for 6 hours while we're out searching, and you hear it in your head. You don't hear it out loud.
She's still gonna freak out. Just looking around, paranoid.
Is there a range
Yulva, it's
on
okay.
that,
It's Arson.
Doug?
No, I don't think there is.
I was looking for a range, and I think you're right.
It's within 1 mile.
A mile. Okay.
Or, I knew you'd do this to me. In Gwen's head, she hears that.
Elf magic.
It's not magic, just an ability.
Okay. I assume if this is when she says she's having a one-on-one with Levna. She's gonna speak out loud, confusing Levna a bit, I guess.
This is hilarious. I love it.
Nothing, just talking to myself. I'm ready for leadership. No, I'm not sure if I'm ready for leadership, but I'll do my best to prove it. Anyway.
What do you think, guys? So we
I
try
think
to...
we may as well go check out the forest to the west and see if they left any trace of anything.
Agreed.
I have the sensation that between many of us, we are quite good explorers, and with our help, probably Ilba and Amber can travel also safely. So this small group might be enough to go there undetected.
Are you suggesting we split the party?
No. We all go. I think between we three can definitely help Ilba and Amber to move together with us. So I think we can just keep an eye on them, and I think with 5 of us might be enough to 5 or 6. I don't know how many we have, but yeah, we might be enough to reach the camp without being located first.
Oh, cool. It's going to be useful. I suppose I'll go with you. I'm not sure, Alevna, are you joining us, or is
Yes.
this my...
No,
Okay,
I'll be
good,
coming
good.
along.
Oh, good.
Rig
So
is
funny.
going to remain behind, though. I mean, he's a healer, so he's going to continue to help out in that way. Mere
In
Raven
Yulva's head,
says... So Mere Raven just says, well, it's going to be a long night, no however you look at it, but I'll be eagerly awaiting any reports you have. Excuse me, I have so much to do. And she gets up.
didn't mean to interrupt your drink there.
Okay, so you guys pack up your belongings. Are you going to start searching around the woods to the west of the township?
Yes, truly.
Believe so.
Okay. All right, so you pack up your things and you head out west. Now, okay, so you head out, going searching around the woods. Now, this has already turned into a long night. You're risking exhaustion. So can everybody please make me a Constitution saving throw? Gwyn, you're good. Good, good. Heyo, good. Oh, let's do Anvar. Oh, lost a sheet temporarily. Anvar succeeds, I'll say. Okay. Can those leading the party please make me a survival check at advantage? $15. Okay.
Arson's not leading, but he's trying to be stealthy on the side of the party, watching everybody.
Sure. Let me just get Anvar up. Okay.
Wing was sorry, you were leaving. Yeah.
So between you, it takes about an hour, and oh, where is it? So as you're searching through the woods give way to a ledge overlooking a shallow valley. In the distance, dozens of low fires illuminate hundreds of red tents. Among the move patrols of shadowy human-like figures. Over 1,000 soldiers occupy this camp, a whole army.
Not that.
Oh shit.
I guess we all travel trying to hide, in addition of being well guided by wind, no?
Yeah, I mean you're overlooking a cliff down upon them. It's relatively easy to stay out of sight. You just lie on your belly. So I take your characters are smart enough to do that. So well out of sight. But yeah, thousands.
It's a full army. This will destroy Vogler and probably a major city. We have to tell them.
We have to get back.
Yes.
But wait a second. We still don't know from where they got the money.
I don't think we're gonna find out this way.
Or
Can you see any of the... I think the mercenary that was captured said something about loyal lieutenants or soldiers of Cudgel stayed behind. Is there any hints of them in the camp?
Make a perception check. See if you can spot them. And there's maybe a dozen of them amongst 1,000 soldiers. So see if you can pick them out of the crowd.
Probably not. Or perhaps.
Yeah, you do get a good scan, and you do spot a couple of them wearing the mercenary colors as opposed to the the Dragon Army colours. So yes, you do see some of the mercenaries who were battling at High Hill who fled.
Mhm.
And
Oh
you get
yeah,
a cheer
those
for that.
ones. Oh yeah, the camp's not all of those mercenaries. Yeah, okay.
Is there any major tent, something like for a general or for
Yeah,
big
there's one
shot?
tent that's looks more extravagant than the other tents. You
And do we see
presume
any banners? Any banners of interest?
no banners,
Symbols?
no symbols.
Going there will be suicide, I think, even if we try to hide.
Arsene and I could try to scout ahead and then come back, at least with more information for
Yes,
Mayor Raven.
Yulva, that's true. I can report to you telepathically about what we see.
Yeah.
Oh, you can do that. Okay. Well, just stay hidden. Uh, there's way too many soldiers to fight off.
Okay. So
I
do we want
mean,
to try to scout ahead just a little bit and get a better idea of who we're dealing with?
I think I can help you a bit. But I will have to somehow go with you. Trust me on this. I think this will be useful. Follow the shadows ahead of you. I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace,
Nice.
and I'm going to after that, in my family we feed from the moonlight. We learn how to become others. And I changed myself into a small mouse.
Ooh, nice.
And I crawl into Arsen's pocket or backpack or bag or whatever you have there.
Nice.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Lady Dracon, what the hell is this?
That's wise. I know we have important things to answer. Well, I guess I can't ask Tao. He's a mouse. But I think the gods are awakening. They're starting to listen. We saw what Rig did. That's not normal. And maybe the gods are listening. Maybe Tarkasus is back. This is both incredibly encouraging and incredibly disheartening at the same time. Now, I have to ask you, though, Arson, if you go there and you are captured, I think it is fair for us to say we're not going to come rescue you. I think what you're doing is suicide, and I think throwing more lives after this is just madness.
Sometimes madness is the answer.
Well, you understand, if you get captured, you're on your own. We are not coming to rescue you.
I will not be on my own. I have Gwen and Taya with me.
Gwen, you plan to go along with this madness as well? Well, I think this is a suicide mission. What do you think, Ilva?
I agree, Lady Dracon, but these elves seem to be incredibly stealthy and nimble on their feet, just like all the stories I read about. If anyone can sneak past these soldiers, I think they can. But, well, yeah, it's gonna be difficult, I think.
Teo squeaks up. Well, perhaps you're right. One last plea, Gwyn. Arson, this is suicide. But if you determined to do it, then this is the first time I've said this for many a year. If I've said it at all, I pray to the gods that you're not caught.
We're not getting that close, just close enough to get some more info.
Okay. So, Arson, Gwyn, and Teo in a pocket depart, leaving Anvar, Ilva, and her mentor there. Well, first of all, I'm not going to ask you to make a stealth check yet. I'm going to see how things progress. I mean, you all think you're stealthy. You have passed without a trace, but I'm not going to let you bias your decision knowing what your stealth rolls are. So, what is your plan, Arson and Gwyn? Teo, you can... That's a good question. Oh, no, can't mentally talk. So, Teo,
It's okay,
you're just a passenger. New to passenger.
Exactly.
But fully aware of what's happening, being a druid, of course.
Yeah.
Arson, Gwyn, what are you doing?
I think her plan was just to get a little bit closer, just to fully be able to give a more detailed report instead of a vague report of thousands of soldiers.
How close do you want to get?
I'm gonna let Gwen answer that.
Just to get a clearer idea of who it is. So getting close enough to make out the composition of the army and any armaments they might have? Okay.
That or like a banner or a flag that could be flying to try to figure out who they are, who they're allied with.
No banners at all.
Okay.
But you get close enough to see. Actually, 2 stealth rolls. Make me an initial stealth roll. It's Gwyn and Arson, and don't forget +10, so 34.
And +10, so
21.
21.
Okay.
And if that fails, I can expend a psionic die. So does that fail or does that pass?
I don't know. It's a 21.
We'll see
me.
It says if you would fail
okay.
that you proficient in, you can re-roll, and if so, that's why I need to know if it fails or passes.
It doesn't fail, so you're good.
Okay.
But on your way there, you see a group, a patrol of 3 creatures that look like that. I just showed it in Roll20. As they're wandering around, you pause and you hide in the shadows, and they go past you. Given their current trajectory, you don't think they're going to walk into Ilva and Co. What do you do?
Mentally, Arson will talk to Yulva and say, remember when you met us on the road, those creatures we were facing? They're a part of this incursion down here.
Oh, okay. I'll note it down.
We're gonna make our way back. I think that's enough info.
Okay, be careful.
Hey. So I'm going to say you get a little bit closer. I'm going to ask the 3, including Teo, so Teo, Gwyn, and Arson, to all make perception checks at disadvantage. See if you get any sort of information. So at disadvantage, Gwyn, so roll again. So best is a 13.
Actually, because that's probably a fail, so let me spend a psionic die.
Okay.
15.
15. Okay.
If that's not a success, I get my die back.
Let me just check. I'm going to say that's a success.
Okay.
You see a bunch of these draconians, mostly draconians. They seem to be constructing some sort of weapon. So I have some art for it, I think. Ah. Ah. Why wouldn't they just let me show art for this? Just a sec. Okay, I'm going to paste it into Discord. This is not being helpful to me. Yeah, that's what you see.
Okay, they're making like a battering ram type deal. Is it with those shoots of flame and stuff coming out? Is it like motorized? Will it propel itself, or does it need to be pushed, and that's just for like dragon fire to come out the mouth?
I'll say it's not lit at the moment, and you have no idea how it propels itself. And
Okay.
with a high perception check, you would have known, but you're lucky to get that with a disadvantage for an 18. A 15, sorry.
Okay. Arson will report back to Yulva mentally. Yulva, they have some type of battering ram machine carriage. It's on four wheels, but it's in the shape of a dragon. Definitely a war machine, though.
A war machine? Who's constructing it? Like little evil gnomes?
The dragon army's constructing it. It's down here with these dragonoids that we fought on the road before.
Oh, that's bad. A siege weapon, you say?
Yes, a siege weapon.
Seems a bit excessive for Vogler.
We're coming back. I think we got enough info that we need.
Okay.
And we will head back to them so we can regroup and then get the hell back.
Hey, heading back to Vogler?
Back to the group, and then I think the group would go back to Vogler to report all the info.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey.
If all this is true, then we need to evacuate Vogler. We need to get the townsfolk back to Kalaman or somewhere safe. Is there a Solamnic Knight stronghold nearby, Lady Dracorn?
No. No, I mean, the closest place would be Kalaman.
I transform myself into Teyo.
Okay.
We may need to ask the people from Vogler to evacuate to Kalaman.
Yes.
Well, regardless, keep on forgetting her name. Regardless, says Livna, we need to get back and inform the mayor. Our first priority.
Yes, let's get
Yes.
back.
Let's go back and be careful. Try to hide yourselves in your way back, in case they still have more patrols around.
Okay, so you dash back to Heil, take another hour. Now it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. The mayor is still in the brass crab. Breaking the brass crab, doing something. And just as you arrive, Cudgel returns as well. And he says, lost my place, just a second. Okay, just as you arrive back, Cudgelback comes back and he says, "Ah, this is not good. Well, what did you guys spot? I'll supplement your report as best I can. What did you find?"
A whole army.
Of dragonoids and a siege weapon they are building.
Oh, this is
And normal
bad.
soldiers.
Oh, well, that's more or less what I found as well. Some of my troops that were loyal to me still, um, they I returned to the camp, and I think they're loyal to me, otherwise they're overpowered to me. So we've got some mercenaries who can do the right thing this time and help defend the city. And we too saw this large village. Obviously far too big and too organized to be any type of basic mercenary band. That is a goddamn army.
I don't think there's any defending the city. We need to fall back.
I think you're
The
right.
city is
Yeah.
lost.
Look, the city is exhausted. People are up late. I might suggest, Mayor Raven, let's rest up for the night, let people bury their dead, collect their belongings, and maybe we'll look at evacuation first thing come morning. Mayor Raven says, "Oh, I agree with that." So everybody, take 5, and we'll prepare to evacuate come morning.
May I at least have some ships docked and ready to go first thing in the morning.
I'll have one of my loyal men try and organize that.
And get one of your best eyes on top of Thornwall Keep, just to keep a lookout in case they are already on the march, I think.
Of course. Let me also say, said Cudgel, I feel deeply responsible for what happened at High Hill. They were my mercenaries. I thought I could trust them. But it turns out their loyalty went as deep as their wallets went. I can't help but feel a little bit responsible, so have my apologies. I know if I had done better, this whole tragedy could have been avoided.
They used you, but I don't think you could have seen that come.
Well, what's done is done, I guess. Anyway, rest up. We're gonna need it tomorrow. And Cudgel goes, finds a corner of the brass crab and just lies down and instantly passes out. You guys rest up? What do you do?
I say we're better to rest up and maybe help all these people the best we can tomorrow.
Let's do that, but keep an eye.
Yeah, well, there's someone on Thornwall keeping an eye out. They're sent by the mayor, so someone's keeping an eye out. Do you guys rest up?
Yep.
Yeah.
Have a beautiful long rest. And thanks to your successful con saves, you don't get a point of exhaustion. So take a long rest, get those spell slots back, and all those type of things.
Okay. Long rest. Let me do this. Okay, 5 hours for this day. Arson can communicate with Gwen and Teo telepathically.
Got it.
In the morning, after getting some breakfast, can I gather some of the clothes from the mercenaries that attacked us? Maybe a cape or a robe or something that maybe is left somewhere?
Sure, you can get a cape from the guy who came and you extracted information from. So you don't even need to leave the brass crab at all. And even before you get breakfast, the guard who was sent to keep an eye out says, Mayor Raven, there's someone at the front gate. I think you need to come. He wants to talk to you. Mayor Raven startles awake and yeah. He says, well, do you guys want to come and talk? I don't know what this is. So you all get
course.
out. Cool. You all head out and go to the river's gate. And beneath the carvings of leaping fish etched into Vogler's open wooden gate, there is a human in black and red scale mail sits aside an armoured warhorse. She holds out a parchment and calls out, "Who among you speaks for the village?" Mayor Raven says, "I do." And Raven steps forward, takes the message, and takes a few steps back. And, well, I guess I'll just read this out loud. I imagine you're curious as well. It says, "People of Vogler, by the honours of Balafion, the voice of Tarkasus, you will quarter the soldiers of the invincible Red Army this night. Refuse and die. This is a Dragon Queen's will." Wow. In other words, they're demanding occupation of our village.
Mayor, I don't think you have a choice seeing that siege weapon we seen there in their camp.
You would have me abandon my village?
Get all the people to safety and we need to retreat, unless you all want to die.
Oh, we do have the gnome flinger.
Find all the gnomes in the village.
I wrote it. It's safe.
I don't think this is a city of fighters. These are fishermen.
We've
Common
got
folk.
Cudgel's. We've got Cudgel's group of people that remain loyal to him.
How many is that, though? He just said a group, not an army.
Fair. I just don't see these people leaving their home willingly.
But then we should convince them to do so. They will perish or be a slave.
Enough chattering. What is your answer? The mayor turns to you guys. She looks panicked.
How many people are there? Is it just the one guy, or?
Just one guy, yeah, like a messenger. Just one guy.
I whisper into the mayor's ear. Is there any way to get groups on the other side of the river within a day?
Yeah, how long is the evacuation going to take?
Evacuations always take longer than you think they would. People fleeing will, take what they can carry, and sometimes they try and do too much. And if they take too much time, they don't get to flee with what they're carrying. They get to flee with what they're wearing. I don't want bloodshed. That's been too much. I think our answer is we need to withdraw.
If you let this army in, they're going to kill all of you. I've seen what the dragon armies can do. It's not nice.
What would you have me do, Ilva?
Save as many as you can.
So your counsel is to withdraw?
Yes, evacuate as many as you can. I'm not sure. Perhaps we can buy some time, we can set some traps. We can perhaps do something with the gnome flingers.
I am standing right here. No traps will be set.
Oh, I thought we were on top of the gate.
You're having a conversation with this guy. You can't both have a conversation and be distant from him. You can choose not to say that knowing that this person is here.
No, it was gonna just march into that.
Gwyn, what would your counsel be?
I think that it is smart to withdraw. but I just have a feeling that there's going to be some people, maybe like Cudgel, who won't. And the city needs to be kind of sort of prepared for that kind of thing, like maybe his group of mercenaries defending the gate, or throwing flaming balls of something from the gnome flinger.
Edgar says, aye, we can, with those mercenaries who are loyal to me, we can at least stand at the gate. If this goes awry, and he glares, or she glares at this messenger. If it all goes awry, we'll hold the gate as long as we can.
So I'll just look at the messenger and hold up my longbow and say, "You can leave now."
I need an answer before I leave. Amir quickly says, Player, what do you think? Quickly.
We should hold the gate until the last soul is leaving the city.
Arson.
Evacuation, Mayor.
The mayor takes a deep sigh, straightens her back as best she can, looking proud. She says, so be it. Your army may take quarter in our town. The rider nods and gallops off. Well, what do we do now?
Well, we have to evacuate as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Get all this.
Sorry.
Okay.
Get all the ships you have. As many as you can.
Okay, so we'll say you dash back into town. Cudgel and his mercenaries have formed a thing at the river gate. And, can you just make me a group persuasion check, please?
So we all roll persuasion.
Yep. Oh, those are good rolls. Oh, sorry, I feel like cursed you, Teo. Let's do one for Anvar as well. Oh, he's got a +5 to this. Oh, look at that. The DM comes through in a clutch. So during all of these conversations, Bicklin was there as well. And she pulls you aside and says, look, these are trying times. This is what Knights of Solomnia were built for, though. We will defend this place, get the people out as much as we can, maintaining our honor, getting these people to safety. Should be our priority. I assume you understand that as a fellow knight, Ilva.
Of course.
Look, I've heard things. I've heard about war and unstoppable armies in the east. I fear that this Red Dragon Anji soldiers, as many as they are in fact part of a greater force. I've lived here for decades, and I know its peoples aren't soldiers. They'd need weeks of training and 100 more professional soldiers to have any chance of defending this place. So I feel a retreat is the best course of action. You start to knock on doors and tell people to evacuate. And the colourful Kingfisher Festival's decorations still cover the village. But the people are somber and muttering in worried tones. But Mia Raven says, look, a dangerous army is heading to Vogler. The Ironclad Regiment will do what it can to defend Vogler, but we must get ready to flee. Following the mayor's report, the locals stand in stunned silence. Then all questions come in a wave of shouting, anger, and fear. This is my home! Going to leave it! Oh, we must flee! We must flee! Pick up a sword and fight! We can do this! And just a whole lot of army comes down. A whole lot of voices come down, all with differing opinions. And the mayor is losing control of the meeting. You guys come. Well, what do you guys do? You've all rolled pretty well persuasion checks. This crowd is getting out of control. What do you do?
Ilva's going to shout at the top of her lungs, just, shut up!
Heck yeah.
I've seen what these
Intimidation
dragon
check?
armies can do. Oh,
So
yeah.
they listen to you.
I'm gonna re-roll that with my inspiration.
Ooh, okay.
Still not good. It's okay.
It's good enough, though. You maintain control. Now they're listening. There's still people mumbling there. Sorry. Carry on, Ilva. What were you saying?
I've seen what these dragon armies can do firsthand. They came to Nordmar, conquered it, slaughtered farmsteads, including my own. They've taken everything from me, and they're going to take everything from you. Now listen, I know you don't trust us, Knights of Solemnia, but we are trying to protect you, save your lives. The only way you can do that is by evacuation. Live to fight another day.
The crowd mumbles amongst themselves. Two extra figures approach and take center stage. One of them looks like this. The other one, I think you know what the other one looks like.
That hair, though.
The other one comes up as well. The old Bacchus the Younger. And the senior one says, look, these soldiers are correct. We need to evacuate. I will take the first ship out. And anybody who can come up with 10 gold pieces may travel with me on the first boat. Mokuls mumble. Some of them start shuffling through their pockets.
You're not charging people for evacuating to avoid a war.
It is my boat. I can charge what I want.
No.
Look,
Or we can take your boat from you and leave you here.
yes,
Yeah, we can take your boat. We
This
will
is
take
war.
your boat.
This is war profiteering. I'm sure the measure has something to say about that, doesn't it, Lady Dracorn? Guess we can confiscate the ship.
Oh, it doesn't take any type of insight to know this guy's an asshole. Look, I have the best boat. Look, the people are already going through their pockets. They want to go on the best boat. It's not profiteering. It is simple business. I have some other service to
They're-
offer, and they wish to take advantage of my service. Basic
They're in fear
capitalism.
for their lives. It's not capitalism if
send
they're in
all
fear
of
for
my
their
beetles.
lives.
Gonna send all my beetles to crawl all over him.
Okay, what do your beetles do mechanically? How does that work?
Oh, for this particular thing is just flavor.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm just gonna try to like intimidate him into. I'm just kind of spook him with the bugs and say I'm gonna make my bugs hurt you if you don't shut up, kind of thing.
And I'm going to add on to that by just summoning the psychic dagger out of thin air into my hand.
Okay. Let's say
Threatening.
let's say Gwyn kind of initiated this with the help of her buddy Arson. So make an intimidation check, Gwyn, at advantage.
Yay!
Look, Mayor, look, these are common thugs. You should know better to associate with peasants there who only understand violence. And he starts flicking these bugs off you. Look, if you want to come on my boat, come with me right now. 10 gold pieces. And he starts marching off the stage with Baracus kind of sniggering behind him as they leave the stage. And people
Person
are
trips
following
back rub.
him. Back rub. Okay. He's going to try and dodge it. Let's see what he rolls. He's a little bit dexterous. He rolls a 7. So acrobatics, I guess. Beat a 7.
Okay. Dirty 20.
He stumbles over and stumbles. Trip me up if you can. But I know how to survive. I know what works follow me. And gets himself up and leaves with Baracus the younger, kind of mimicking you tripping him, and stumbles and goes, ah, ah, ah. He stands up and sniggers again as they both leave.
I'm gonna look at the mayor. Can I shoot him?
No. Look, this is what I discussed before. We've been attacked by savages, cowards who will not lower themselves to this level. Being an arsehole is no excuse to shoot someone in the back.
Them charge 10 gold apiece? Why? I mean,
No, I am not. Guards! Go lock up, go grab those 2 people. No one will be paying gold this day. And one person in the crowd says, no, look, I'm happy to pay 10 gold to get off this thing. What's the problem here?
you can go for free. That's
I
the
wa-
problem. Go for free. Keep your gold.
Yes, you could use that money for when we get to the refugee area.
You're not gonna have anything when we leave here. Don't you want the gold that you have?
I'll make a persuasion check, Gwyn. Okay, with that, the crowd who is getting gold slowly puts it back in their pocket. And the guards kind of start just manhandling Baccharis and Baccharas, the junior, back to the docks. Just pushing them towards the docks. And they're protesting, get your hands off me! This soap costs more than you make in a year! But the guards don't care, they just push them away. You almost feel as if the guards have been wanting to push these assholes away for a long time, so they're being, extra pushy, shall we say. Well, says Mayor Raven, I guess we need to start this evacuation. And they start getting organized. If you had prestidigitation, and I said it right for once in my life.
would.
Ask for your pants.
Basically, you'll.
I
And
cast pee your pants.
And as some of the villagers are heading straight to the dock, some of them are going to the home to grab stuff that they can carry, not photographs, but, bits and pieces that have sentimental value, at least practical things as well.
So I think we're gonna help, at least myself, to organize people going into the boats. Probably my suggestion would be that families maybe go first, so with small kids and so on.
Okay.
Maybe maybe some of the elderly that cannot otherwise be evacuated fast.
Cool. So can I have everybody make a group? This is a group survival check. So everybody make survival.
Not horrible.
Oh, wow. You guys are good. Let's do survival for Friendly Sorcerer as well.
I think this is our forte as a group.
And after the natural 20. So you go down and you approach down to the docks and you count up the boats. There's room for about 200 in your estimate. There are 400 residents.
So how long it takes a trip?
Well, the mayor says, well, where are we evacuating them to? Where do we go?
There are 2 options. Either go to the other side of the river and walk towards the keep. So they can, or how long is to Calaman?
Well, if you were to walk it, at least a day. This is probably 2 days on boats to get there.
But on boats, 2 days.
Yep.
What if we just crossed the river and then had them walk?
We could cross first the healthy people that can walk, and then cross afterwards, but the people who cannot walk and go by boat to Calaman.
Okay. With your survival check, you notice that the boats aren't enough, and you could just ferry them straight across the river. It'll be a 4-hour round trip, though.
Are there many dinghies around, like small boats you can row across, leave someone off on the other side, and would that take long?
Or personal boats of people? Like, I assume we're looking at ships that like are owned by the city, but like,
Yeah.
do people have their own boats?
So these are decently sized boats, and they are owned by the cities, which is why they're instead available. One is owned by the Baccaris family, but that's just going to be used, not being charged. But you see Baccaris and his father just sitting in the front of the boat, arms crossed. They're not bothering to help. They're just wanting to get out. Much like rich people on the Titanic has sunk, they just want to get out. And they're sitting and they're refusing to move. But you do see some of the fisher folks around there. You ask around, there are boats there in need of simple repairs, boats collecting dust in villagers' sheds, and even boats serving as decorations as home. Once again, let's see if you could, because, you know, people hold on to the oddest of things during wartime. I remember once when I was living in the Philippines, in another part of the Philippines, there was a landslide and many people died. This was all in the back of my mind. And then this house I was staying at, a guy came and knocked on my door and said, Sir Malcolm, landslide. And my first thought is, you don't need to call me sir when there's a landslide. Just say, get the hell out. And so I got out and told the people I was staying, let's get the hell out of here. There's a landslide coming. So we all rushed out. And you know, they asked that question. If you were to abandon your house, what would be the one thing that you took with you? I took my laptop, because I did a lot of work on my laptop. One guy who was there as well, he grabbed a sock. He grabbed a sock because his feet were sunburned. So he wanted to get a sock so his foot wouldn't hurt just as much. So people do odd things in times of war. The landslide turns out to be a non-event. I think a pig got caught up and died, but it wasn't at all deadly. But still, we thought it was deadly at the time. So regardless, what I'm trying to say is people want to hold on to things in the oddest of times. So while there are boats available, do they give them up? Once again, a group persuasion check, please.
Group persuasion.
I got an idea.
You have an idea, Teo?
Yeah, given that probably, well, I mean, we probably, and I see we most likely we will not convince them, but this is a fisherman town, so
Yep.
I will remind there are a lot of nets.
Well, let's get there in a second. So it's a good idea. We'll come back to that. So
I'll add a side die to my roll to see if a possible 10 would make it be any better. So that becomes a 8.
No.
Is that still a fail? Okay, get the die back.
Yeah, so get the die back. So, there could have been up to another 100 people. There was capacity for that, but only boats worth 50 people come. So at the moment, you have 250 seats for 400 people. Okay, Teo, what were you saying?
So I will ask a couple of fishermen and maybe some of my more skilled colleagues to help me with the nets. And the idea is to kind of drag with the boats some of the belongings that can be put in water in a net. I'm thinking about probably some people maybe took a chest or some things that can be thrown there. Or even if they are not really in the water, but at least outside of the boat, hanging on one of the sides.
It's not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea. So using rope and nets to kind of, at the very least, people could jump in the nets, right? Just hold on.
Mm-hmm.
So good idea. Once again, group survival check. You're not good at convincing, but you're good at surviving. Let's do Anvar as well. Survival +0. 8. So that is good enough. So you put together, you're almost making boats out of, you connecting boats, you tack bits of timber on the side of it to extend it out, put some nets on the top of it, and with that additional stuff, you make enough boats for 400 people. There's enough people to get there. and people start climbing on. Once again, it's a painfully slow progress. If only people could work together and doing things. People are crying, kids are crying, people are trying to calm them down. There's a kid throwing a tantrum on the ground, and his father's desperately trying to pick him up. It is chaos. If everybody was calm, it would be a lot better. Um,
How much food is in there? So do they have food for the 2 days that they need to have food?
No. Some people have grabbed food, but there's barely enough room for the people, let alone much food. So not a lot of food going around.
I think we need to go house by house gathering some food for them. Otherwise, at least water enough. Is this a river or is a salty
Freshwater
area? Fresh water, okay.
Yep.
But it's water they will have, but maybe some extra food will be good.
Yep. Once you get over here, though, it's whoops. Over here, it turns more into a salt water. But the river, at least, is just flowing down from the mountain, so it's fresh. Okay, now I just need to check something about your characters.
It always scares me when you say that.
A horse takes up a lot of space.
It does.
Which horse?
My horse.
He's
Which
not
horse?
leaving his horse behind.
Oh no.
I'm going to say, Teo. You notice, you look across at Becklin, and you realize she's keeping something back. She's concerned about something other than the evacuation. What do you do, Teo, with your passive insight of 16?
So I'm going to. I mean, I struck some people on getting food for the refugees, and then approach her. What is in your mind? Feel you are worried, but not for the same reason we are.
Well, I didn't want to say anything in front of Cudgel or Darrett or being Raven. But I need you to do me a favor. I know this is difficult times, but I think it's important that you do this. I need you to go fetch me a box that's in Thornwall Keep and give it to Darrett once he hopefully escapes town.
I can do
Would you
that,
and your
yeah.
friends do that for me, please?
Definitely.
Okay, thank you. So you guys go. Do you accompany Teo back to the keep?
Yes. So I'm gonna maybe just in case I don't want to be moving alone. I approach. I don't know whoever I see first, Arsene or any other, and then tell them. Also, I'm not really strong, so I don't know how big is the box.
It's quite big.
Yeah. So I approach. I don't know who see first. Arsene. I mean, if I know it's big, probably I will go to Ilva. Ilva.
Oh yes.
Can you give me a hand? We need to do something quick before we evacuate. There is something we need to bring to Derek.
Okay, of course. I'll help.
We go to the we need to go to the Thorwald Keep. There's a box there.
A box?
Yes.
What's in this box?
I'm not sure, but Becklin wanted me to take it and bring it to Derek. I think she plans to die here.
Oh. Yeah, let's go.
Gwyn, Arsene, you hear this conversation? Are you going to get the box as well?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you all head over to the keep.
How many hours has it been?
Oh, it's like just after midday at the moment. There's lots of organizing of the boats that took a long time. Getting the villages
Oh, I mean
organized.
for my my psychic link, because I rolled a 5, so I have 5 hours. I'm just wondering how long's left on it.
Good couple of hours, we'll say.
Okay.
Okay. So so you easily retrieve the box from Becklin's quarters. She gives you a very good description. The sturdy box weighs about 70 pounds and bears no other markings other than a simple kingfisher emblem on the lid. Do you take it? Do you open it? What do you do?
Is this lock?
Nope. Just a box.
Give
I'm
it here.
curious, man. So I'm gonna open it. If there is no lock, I will not open.
There is no lock, so you open it, and you find a beautiful, full-sized plate armor bearing symbols of the Salamic Order. And on the box, it says, to Darrett. In times like this, I was going to save this for you, but I fear I might die this. Wear this armor with pride. You are a true knight of Solamnia. And aside, Becklin.
I close the box.
Okay.
Well, I think we can definitely carry it.
Yeah, let's carry it together.
Okay. So you leave the keep and you head back to help out with the evacuation. But you hear pounding hooves coming from the direction of the river gate as a mercenary of the Ironclad Regiment rides towards the village circle. As she nears, she yells, "They're coming! Evacuate now! The Dragon Army!" And then the voice goes silent. The message is cut short as a short figure sweeps from the nearby cliff top, shoots an arrow into the back, sending the horses and the rider tumbling. And let the defense of Vogler begin. You are at the gates. Let me make sure. Oh, you're not at the gates. Let's drag you to the gates. We're going to be rolling initiative. Let me get your characters on the map. It's Teo, Ilva, Arsen, Gwen. Oh, where did Teo go? Teo and Anvar. Okay, so you're coming out from the keep. So you're more on this side over here. And this creature has come down and is attacking. And can everybody please? Can you guys see okay? Yes. Can everybody please? Oh, you know what to do. Roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative.
Group initiative. Okay, so yes, this thing almost glides down from the cliffs above, slams into the back of the scout. The cow goes sprawling. The horse lets out a just simple draft horse. It's nothing better. So the dragon army is coming. The dragon. Then this creature shoots her in the back. Fuck! Lands down right next to her. Turns around to you guys and grins. Oh, let me write in Anvar. Anvar initiative. Come on, Anvar. 13. So the Cronian gets to go first. Leaps down next to this creature. Lets out a language you don't understand. Very guttural, very primal. And attacks twice with a short sword. Once, swiping once. 13. Hits the rider. Swings with a short sword again. Hits for its second time. The rider is severely damaged, taking a total of 10 points of damage. And she says, "Alert the town! Alert the town! They're coming!" he slashes across her. She groans. Arson, you're first to act. What do you do?
All right. Bonus action, steady aim.
Okay.
And then he will summon the Psychic Dagger, and it has the thrown property on it, range of 60 foot, no long range, and he's going to throw a Psychic Dagger at the guy.
Okay, do so at advantage.
And okay, advantage. Okay, 14 to hit. Okay, and I believe at advantage, so it's sneak attack, yes. Okay.
Yep.
So,
Plus the rider here is an ally anyway.
So 9 psychic, 9 sneak attack, 18 total damage.
So your psychic blades flows across and digs deep into the creature, who recoils back. Ah, that hurts, and he turns towards you and growls. So that's necessarily your turn. It's your bonus action and your movement. And Var will attempt to cast Toll the Dead. Is that right? Bells. Yes, Toll the Dead. So the bells ring out, the Draconians make us a wisdom saving throw, and succeeds. No damage. Gwyn.
Okay. Okay. I am going to take up my bow and aim at this woman. Or it looks like a woman.
This woman was a scout who warned you of the army that was coming.
Oh, never mind. Okay. Sorry, hard to tell. There we go.
There you go, but obviously
So, this guy.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah. Nah.
Amazing. I'll
Fires across.
bonus action hunters mark him since I missed.
Okay, Hunter's marked. Okay, he is Hunter's marked. Nice. Okay, so he survives, dodges the arrow, just clatters into the gate behind him. You cast Hunter's mark, and we'll move to Ilva.
Right, she's gonna drop the chest that she's carrying with Theo.
Bonk.
And she'll quickly mount Atgeir. Could I have the icon for a draft horse, a large beast, on the just to visualize it,
Yep.
if it's possible?
Well, actually, this one here, you're right, they're large. And there's one there for you. Is it?
Nice.
Doesn't look like it's set up properly. Anyway, let me give you control over that token. Edit. Can be controlled and edited by Ilva. Your journal as well. What's the name of your horse? You might need to type it out for me. I'll copy it in.
Oh yeah, I'll do so. Let's see.
Okay, and one more adjustment. We'll set it up properly now. So, sorry, just a sec.
No worries.
HP.
Oh, there I got it. It should have 19 and an AC of 10.
Yep, something slightly odd with this token. I'll set that up after something's weird with the token, but you should be able to control her. Sorry, what was its hit points?
19
And AC?
10.
10. Okay, there we go. Should have control of that.
Nice, thank you. Let's see. Yes, she'll mount Atgeir, which will only take 5 feet of movement. So she's now at 35 movements. And charge towards this. Wait, I'll stand a bit back.
Sure.
Here. And shout for someone alert Cudgel and Backlund. We're at the gates. And soon, let's see. Oh yeah, I remembered something I forgot in the first session. Let's see. First part. You have advantage on melee attack rolls against any unmounted creature that is smaller than your mount. So I guess that thing is medium.
Yep.
Okay.
So advantage.
Yes. Try to impale him.
Okay, roll damage. That's an impaling.
Yes. 7.
So you come and hack him with a pike, and you capture him fully on your pike, and he explodes and he screams, and he does die, but yeah, the scout needs to make a Constitution saving throw,
Sorry.
and they're all a natural 20. So, yeah, and she shakes it off. She doesn't know what it is. And she says, thank you. And she jumps back on a horse and she starts dashing back. We're under attack. And what do you guys do? Well, what do you do?
Are the doors closed?
No, the gate's always open.
We close the gates. Let's start from there.
Okay. The gates have long been open. It's almost impossible to move them. I'm going to start with Gwyn. Can you roll me a d10, please?
What's wrong button? Yay!
Out of one of these houses comes a family of 4. I know they all look like middle-aged women, but there's a father, a son, and 2 daughters. Did I do that right? Oh, there we go. And they come out, and you see them grasping some of their possessions and stuff. And they look panicked. Oh, what do we do? The armor's coming. We went back to get some additional items. What do we do? Help us! Just comes up and starts screaming at you guys.
Fly,
To
you
the-
fools.
To the boats, you idiots!
The boats, but
You gotta leave now.
my young daughter doesn't move fast. I can hear them coming. Will you take
We'll
us?
protect
Help
you.
us.
We'll protect you. We'll hold the gate. Just move towards the docks.
Do we hear them coming?
Oh yeah, you hear them coming.
Okay.
They're definitely on their way. And in fact, you hear sounds of combat around other parts of the village as well. Apparently, if they've found another way in, this is at the very least a 2-pronged invasion. You hear sounds of combat deeper in the city as well.
So you say we cannot close the door easily, or it's not possible to close?
No. It's like rusted shut.
If we cannot close the door, I will make it painful for them to go inside. And I raise my hands, and you will see roots coming out of the floor.
Nice.
I use a spike growth.
Oh, spike growth. Okay. So, spike growth envelops the tower. You are concentrating on that, Teo.
Yes, and I'm going to use my. No, for the moment I'm not going to use anything.
Okay.
And it takes 10 minutes. No, I'm going to use my starry form, the one that allows me to concentrate better.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so entangle goes up. Yeah. Spikes. Oh, it wasn't entangled. It was spike growth, right? So it was spike.
Yes. I don't think there is an item for that, so that's why I put in this entangle here. You don't mind?
Sure. Perfect. Yep. I don't have a thing for that, but yeah, it's a bit bigger. That looks about right, though.
It's 20 by 20, so I think that's kind of more or less.
Yeah, more or less. That's good enough. Okay, so that'll really slow down the army. Commoners. So I think you were saying something to them, Gwyn?
Oh, I was telling him, like I said, like to go to the boat, like leave.
Persuasion or
I
intimidation, your choice.
I jokingly said, "Fly, you fool," but that was
No,
to be
that's
funny.
appropriate. Okay,
How long would it take to go to the docks from here?
Let's have a look. Go back over to this map temporarily. How do you do that?
Oh, quite a while.
Quite a while, yeah. The family, the guy picks up his daughter, who is the most hysterical of them, and they start making way to the village. Arrows start falling around them. They look panicked, but they've got their head down with winds worried in their ears, and they start running back. Now let's go to Arson. Can you roll me a d10, please?
Okay. Oh, nope, that's a D100. Nope, cancel that roll. Okay. Here we go. Sorry for the delay. We got a 9. 9!
Okay. So as you escort these people back to the town, let me make sure I have this right. You see this, the sound of clashing metal draws your attention. Sorry, I just screwed up something slightly. There we go. So the sound of clashing metal draws your attention, and two of Vogler's remaining militiamen struggle to hold their own against reptile-headed invaders. The scaled soldiers bait the militia's members, hissing cruel laughter at them. The soldiers though gradually steel themselves, but I'm going to need everybody once again, please, to roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative.
And feel free, you should be able to drag your horse back on if you like, Ilva.
Yep.
Just a little bit. A little bit. And you see already the members of this army are ransacking the town. There should be 2 guards. Another guard in there. Group initiative. Okay, so the towns, you already see smoke rising up from other pieces on town. Seems that Vogler is on fire. The guards bring out their spears. Go back! We'll defend! Actually, there's 5 of them. I did 6, so moved 1 of them. We will defend it! Everybody get to safety! And the family of 4 just rushes past them as the guards try to encourage them around. Arson, you're first to react. What do you do?
We're gonna steady aim for advantage. Attack this guy here with the psychic dagger.
Okay.
Oh, forgot advantage. Let me roll another one. Okay, so that's going to be a natural 20.
Come on, man. Okay. Roll damage.
Okay, so let's see your credit damage, dagger, okay, and sneak. All right, so here's the first one. That didn't get sneak in. So there's that, and I believe this is going to be 4d6 because a double. Okay.
Yep, 46. Crit from a
Okay,
rogue is pretty deadly.
And then plus 2 to that because it's the throne. So 16 plus 15, 31 points of damage.
Okay, you throw your dagger. It sits deep in the back of it. The guy lets out a scream and just dies in a fit of blood. And as he does, his body turns to stone and it releases a petrifying gas. This guard here needs to make a constitution saving throw. And he fails. He starts grasping at his throat as he's slowly turning to stone. Will he turn to stone fully? Let's find out in the next episode. Oh, no, not like the episode. Sorry, we're still playing. So now it's the guard's turn. He needs to make a second constitution saving throw. And he shakes off the effect. He was lucky he rolled a dirty 20 on that one. He says, "You sons of bitches!" And he rushes over to this guy, turning his back to the fire. "Vogler is my home, I will defend it to my last breath!" and he gets out his thing and stabs the Draconian in front of him, successfully for 2 points of damage. Oliver!
Nice.
Yeah. Quick question: is there a way for me to quickly resize the horse's icon, or?
No, but I can. Whoops.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Still mounted. She's going to charge forward. I guess just down here, and yeah, do an attack on one of the nearest Draconian.
With advantage.
Let's see. Yep.
You hit.
Yep. Yep.
Wow,
12
points of
damage.
piercing damage. Okay, so you skewer it, and the Draconian lets out a gasp of pain before he pulls out the pike. And he stares at you. You're next. Is that your turn, Ilva?
No. I'm going to do an accent surge.
Oh, okay.
I will see about that.
Hit him.
Oh, sorry. I'll get to that in a second. Thank you, Arson. And 13 points of damage, and you skewer the creature. No one's standing next to it, so it's good. And Andvar.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get Andvar in there. We'll do Teo, then Andvar. Okay, is that your turn, Gwyn? Not Gwyn, Ilva?
Yes. Just
Okay.
moving a bit to make more space.
Okay, Teo, what do you do?
Okay, so I'm gonna shoot a guiding shot
Guiding bolt?
here. A guiding bolt. Yes.
Okay, roll to hit.
25.
Not only does it hit, but it lights up the creature, giving it advantage for the next one.
For the next one, shoot. Yeah.
Yeah. Oof.
I imagine we have a chance to put the box on the horse, or are we drawing it?
Oh yeah, we can put it on, hang it on a horse, but
Sure. Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay, so the guiding bolt shoots out and lights up. This guard is going to rush over next to his buddy, screaming out, "For Vogler!" Gets his spear, tries to stab him, and does stab him for 7 points of damage. Good for Common Guard. Very brave. 7 points of damage. Now that one of these Draconians turns. It's going to turn towards the guard right in front of him. It's going to make 2 short sword attacks. Whoops. 2 short swords attacks. And both of them miss. He swings and misses. Turns out defending the town is more important than attacking the town. The guy's being very brave. Andvar looks around. And he's going to toll the dead on this one, who's already damaged. So let's see. The Draconian gets a wisdom saving throw. -1 to this, but he rolls a 15. Is 15 enough? 15 is enough, so no damage. And Andvar just takes a step back. Now, Draconian is dead. Gwyn.
Okay. Gwen is going to stay where she is standing. And take aim with her longbow at this Draconian in the front right here.
Okay. Taking a careful shot, lining it up, and that's a hit.
Nice. Okay. So we're going to hit it. I'm going to mark it as my favorite foe.
So 11. Any bonus actions you wish to do, Gwyn?
Yeah. We'll say that my arrow was golden and covered in my bugs.
Ooh, nice. Bug arrows. Okay. So that's a bonus action to gather your swarm on that? Or just
not
part of your
sure.
action?
Yeah. It just says,
Once
on each of your
hit,
turns, you can cause it to assist you in the following ways after you hit a creature with an attack.
Okay, so just one of the effects. Okay, and you rolled for that.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else, Gwyn?
That'll be all.
Okay. I will take note. You do remember now I didn't get to this town. Your hunter's mark is still technically active. It lasts for an hour, so you could have moved your thing.
Okay.
So.
I did not know that. Okay.
Okay. Well, this guy's dead. This guy... It's going to wander...
Doesn't that guy have to make a DC strength save because of her swarm or be moved up to 15 feet since she hit with it?
That's a choice. It's
a choice?
Yeah, on once of each of my turns, I can do one of the following. And it's...
Oh, I read it all as one ability. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Attack the target, or the strength DC, or move myself.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, this Draconian sees Ilva up there. I'm not sure. And I rolled it as disadvantage to attack a mounted creature before. I'm not sure if that's true.
I don't have any traits that would give me that. I do have that I can force an attack against my mount to target me instead.
Okay.
So there is no such rule, but maybe it was a hatch rule, this, but I didn't.
Yeah, play enemy trait perhaps.
Yeah, there's no disadvantage. I think I said that before, but there's no disadvantage. It's going to attack you, Ilva. Gets out his short sword, swings it once at you, rolls a 13, just parry it away with your pike. Swings again, rolls a 17?
Got it, hits.
Okay, 7 points of piercing damage as he finally gets angled and cuts across. Right down your thigh, shall we say. Makes sense from the way this goes. Arson.
Okay, I'm just gonna do... Says advantage still because guiding bolt on this one, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay. Psychic dagger. Gonna throw the first one here. Oh, advantage. I forgot. That's a 19. I don't think it'd be a. Okay, I guess I'm wrong.
You're joking.
No, I'm not.
Oh, this rocks. How many in one game, man?
Imagine the DM
Next
rolling
week we're
like
gonna
that.
get all natural ones. That's fine.
I know, right? Next will be all natural ones. All right, so
All
crit
right.
damage. Okay. I don't know why it's not rolling here. Crit damage roll. There we go. So 15 of that
Another 46.
plus 9 plus the 2 from being thrown, so 26.
Yeah, the bad news is the blood spatters all over your horse, Ilva. So now a blood splattered mount. That is just overkill. Okay. So that's your action. What else you got, Arson?
We're gonna do a bonus action and throw the second blade at this guy.
Okay. No sneak attack damage, of course. No
And that probably
advantage.
misses.
And it misses. Just goes away down the corridor, down the road. Okay.
You have to do a saving throw if they explode.
Oh, thank you. Both you and your horse, please make me a Constitution saving throw.
It's okay.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me. You make it,
Why would you do that?
and your horse makes it. Okay, shake off the effects.
Yes.
Okay, 10 points for being honest, though. Thank you. Okay, this guard keeps on screaming about, "We must defend Vogler! Get the citizens to safety!" Oh, and he hacks at it again. Does another 5 points of damage. Well done. Okay, Ilva, having narrowly avoiding them petrifying gas, what do you do?
Let's see. Charging down. 5, 10.
See, here's the thing with your horse. You can't take it through here. There's a tree and a porch here, and there's a burning building here.
Yeah. But I do have a pike.
Ah, okay. All right, reaching through with the pike. Make your attack. At advantage.
Yes. Just checking something. Yep.
Oh, swing and a miss.
Yep.
We'll say your mount just recoils at the last second. It causes your pike to go around, fearing the fire.
Trying to not harm the militiaman in the way.
Ah.
In that case, I'll move just a bit back.
Okay, cool. Okay, the Draconian, who's looking very injured, looks at this guard, swings at the guard. Rolls a natural 20. Yay, I get to do that too. And the guard falls to the ground. And the Draconian sees you, goes to dash at you. This guy's going to get an attack of opportunity. It swings its spear, rolls a 15. That hits. Ha! And as he charges towards you, the card turns around and cuts him across the back, and he falls to the ground. Doesn't get to you. Teo!
Is the guard still breathing? So do I feel like I can save him?
Tell you what, make me a medicine check. See if you can work it out. It'll be a hard DC as you look at it from afar, Teo, but let's see what you get.
15.
You're not sure.
I would take the... can I feed a good berry to someone to heal them, or they have to be conscious?
It's an action to do that.
Yeah, I will use my action, but I just want to know whether I can do it or...
Yeah, we'll require your action.
Yeah.
So you're going to rush up
So
to this guy?
Yeah, I rush to this guy, and I feed him a good berry. The one that I was saying from yesterday.
Okay. He coughs as you massage his throat, so he grabs it, and he comes back to life prone on the ground with 1 hit point. Well
And
done, Teo.
I try to drag him 5 feet if I can.
That would be an action to do that. Takes all
Okay,
your time
then I
just
stay.
to
Sorry, my bad.
defeat him. That's right.
That's my turn.
Okay, nice turn. This guard stands up, looks you, pats you on the back and says, "Thanks, friends. Let's end this!" And he jumps up, swings his spear, rolls an 18, pierces through his armor for 4 points of damage. These guards are badass. The Draconian doesn't like that. He's going to swing at his short sword again. And he gets cut down again. Hard to come back with 4 hit points. Falls to the ground. This guy dances over the body, comes up to you, Teo, swings his short sword at you. Rolling a 6. He's getting too arrogant to swing and a miss. Okay, Anvar pokes his head around the corner. He's going to cast Toll the Dead. The Baz Draconian makes a wisdom saving throw. That is good enough. Just avoids the Toll the Dead. Gwyn, 1 Draconian left. What do you do? Gwyn?
Oh, I was talking. Sorry, my headset was muted.
Sure.
You said I could still put the hunter's mark on them?
Yeah, as a bonus action.
Yep.
Hunter's mark
I'll do
transfers
that.
over.
And then I will take a shot.
Yeah, that hits.
Nice. My little bug friends. And just
Nice.
like flavor-wise, like for context, my arrows look golden as they're flying through the air, but it's just my little beetle guys.
That is awesome. Golden beetles.
Yeah.
Gwyn.
Oh, and my hunter's mark damage. as
How
well.
do you want to do this?
Oh yeah. Just for fun. My golden beetle covered arrow, just slices right through his eyeball, and then the arrow sticks in, and my bugs fly back to me and cover my breastplate. Well, not a breastplate, my leather in gold, to make it look like I'm wearing gold armor.
So cool. Very nice. Teo, make me a Constitution saving throw, please. 3. Okay, we're going to maintain initiative order for various reasons. Teo, you are restrained. You feel your bones inside your body start to harden. It's getting very, very difficult to move. And the guard fell again. I don't think that prevents him from making a con save. Oh, he too is starting to look a bit stony. Arson, what do you do?
Arson's going to head into the tree here and try to take a bonus action to hide.
Okay.
Is 16 enough? If not, I can add a psychic die.
No, I think that'll be enough. Very few creatures have a passive perception of 16, so I think that's good.
And then he's going to hold his attack action in case any hostile creature shows up.
Okay. The guard takes a breath, comes over, and sees his friend's body both stiffening and him coughing up blood all at the same time, if that makes sense. Tries to stabilize him, but fails. Says, "Somebody help my friend! He's dying!" Ilva.
Ilva's going to dismount and run over to Theo. This stone thing, is it something we can stop? Oh, right. I remember. Arsene, you hit Theo when this happened. No. Gwyn, it's you.
Yeah, they broke me out, but it took a little bit. He's still okay. I think he has one more minute or so before he'll turn.
Ilva's going to try to break it open using her...
He's not covered in stone
strength.
yet. He's just very stiff. I mean,
okay.
Token looks like stone, but that's not true.
Is there something Ilva can do to stop this from progressing, or...
You can certainly try.
You tell me?
Well, not sure if it would help at all, but I remember Theo gave that Goodberry. So, she's gonna try to just feed Theo the Goodberry. Just, these help, right? Just chew. This is weird. And this brings me back. Small children and all that.
Okay, you feed him one of these good berries. Has no noticeable effect on your stiffening body, though, Theo.
I don't know what to do. Envar!
Theo, make me another Constitution saving throw, please.
15.
You shake off the effects.
Oh, it worked.
Yeah, and you have to fail 2 saving throws to become stone.
And I look around whether to check whether there are more enemies.
Oh. Well, first of all, this guard's going to try and stabilize his friend.
Oh.
And he still fails. Somebody help my friend!
I will try to... and actually, you know what? He's too failed, so he's for a while already in the floor, no?
Yep. And as you're considering what to do, he turns to stone.
Damn it. Do I feel that
What do I do?
Is he still breathing in? So could I heal him the injuries, not the stone part?
Well, here's what happened. His buddy was desperately trying to save him as he was bleeding out. And as he was trying to do that, the guy literally turned to stone. So he's covered in stone. And if you to cure him, you'd probably have to touch him. Unless you have something else up your sleeve.
I will do the same that Arsene did with me. No, that we did with Arsene. So I will use the blunt part of my scimitar, or no, my staff to break him.
Okay, make an attack roll. Let's see if you can get that little bit in to touch him.
Yeah, I need a little bit of a space, is what I want to try. Yeah.
Yep. So just enough space to presumably cast Cure Wounds on him. Make an attack.
15.
And roll damage.
I guess.
Okay. So you hack through, looking desperately for a little gap, and then you get a little gap you think you could You could just touch him.
I will use healing word. No healing word. Sorry. I touch my amulet and I put my hand on his wound and I cast Cure Wounds.
Okay, so the guy is breathing, and you feel life going from you into him. He's and this guard starts hacking through him. I'll deal with this. You guys go and defend the city. I'll get my friend out. Go. Do you guys go?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, who are we up to? Ilva, roll me a d10.
Yeah.
1.
So,
Roll again. We've done that one.
Okay.
Seven. Okay. So, so you start rushing through the town square towards the wharf where the evacuation is happening, hoping, imagine, to save people. And once again, many of the buildings here are on fire. You see some draconians setting fire to things. And you rush through town. And you see 5 draconians in your way, setting fire to the place. And once again, please
roll for initiative.
Yeah, Gwen's very good at this.
I'll make your horse big again, Ilva.
Thank you.
We got that right? Oh, no.
I
two
rolled
more.
2 1s already for initiative.
Legendary. I'll do a group initiative for those guys, and we'll do 1 for Andvar. The Battle of Vogler continues. Vogler, not Vogler. Vogler. Okay, well, Andvar. I think we'll say Arson goes first, probably having the higher dex. Arson, what do you do?
Okay. I'm correct that this guy is within 5 feet of the horse.
Yes.
Okay. We are going to throw a psychic dagger at him.
Okay, psychic dagger away. 18 is a hit. Yes, you may roll sneak attack damage.
All right. +2 to that because of the thrown weapon, so 18.
It flies across, hit the creature. Creature was too busy lighting fires, but it sinks into his back, but he survives.
And then we'll go 15 to here to bonus action hide.
Okay, make a stealth roll. 23. Okay, noted. Arson said, let's finish off this son of a bitch. And he casts Toll the Dead. Let's see. It passes. Wisdom -1 to 15. It survives. Nandava says, front lines! It's not for me! And dashes back a little bit. This Draconian kind of half flies, half hovers, and goes over towards Ilva, bringing out his short sword, going from the top. Swings, rolls a natural 1, but then swings again, rolls a dirty 20 as he cuts into your flanks. 5 points of slashing damage, Ilva.
Yep.
Okay. This Draconian is going to go this way. 19, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. This guy here. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Goes to attack Ilva once again. Slashes once with a 19. Cuts into your leg again for another 4 points of piercing damage, Ilva. Swings a short sword again for a 7 this time, so the second one misses. Gwyn, you see all these things descending upon your friend Ilva. What do you do?
gonna step a little bit to the side here. And do I still have? I guess it hasn't been an hour, so yeah. I'll just I'll move my hunter's mark to this guy.
Okay.
Go, and I'm gonna take a shot.
13 misses just.
Ugh. Could I use my inspiration on that?
You absolutely can to reroll.
Sure.
That one hits.
All right.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so what was the total damage? 9?
Yeah, I also didn't mean to click favored foe, so it
8?
would have been this instead. The gathered swarm.
So 11?
So 6.
Give me the
6
total.
plus 4 plus 2.
12. Okay. Arrow shoots through. Okay. Creature recoils in pain, but doesn't take any damage. This one that you attacked before, Ilva, or somebody attacked, reaches up,
Arson.
swings it. Arson, it was Arson. Swings at you with his short sword, rolling a dirty 20 as he hacks into you once again. 2 points of piercing damage. Then it's going to try and drag you off the horse, Ilva, with its second attack. I think you have
Okay.
advantage for these, don't you?
Let's see. Yes, as Cavalier, I have. Oh, where is it? Born to the Saddle.
Okay. Advantage on saving throws. I'm not going to do it as a saving throw, but you have advantage on your athletics. Oh, it does roll a 9.
Yep.
So beat a 9 at athletics with advantage. Ooh, almost pulls you off, but your training manages to keep you on the horse. Hey, this guy comes up, stands on top of a coat for some reason, and swings the short sword at Ilva, rolling a 21 for 7 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
Swings for a second time, rolling a 15 this time, which imagine just glances off your armor.
Yep.
Teo, you see Gwyn, you see Ilva in a lot of danger, but you also see a Draconian approaching Anvar from this side. What do you do?
How long has been since we were at the gates? More than 10 minutes?
Yes, more than 10 minutes.
Okay, because then I'm not concentrating that spell.
Okay,
Okay, so I'm going to cast Entangle on them, on the 4 that are in front of Ilva.
instead of doing that effect, what we'll do, we'll drop on one of these so we can do it exactly. There you go. So you should be able to move that green square around to where you want it to be. Oh, is this
No,
entangled?
this is a spike. No, this is a spike growth, an entangle.
So what are you casting? Spike growth or entangle?
Entangle.
Oh, okay. So yes, I misunderstood.
So these 4 draconians in front of Ilva should roll a
Place this
strength
thing.
saving throw.
Oh, you already done it. Okay, so strength saving throw for those 4 creatures. 1, 2,
Yes.
3, 4. What's the DC?
14.
14. 2 of them succeed. Let's roll randomly for this. The first one and the last one are free of this. So the middle 2 are entangled.
Okay, and then I'm gonna use my last starry form to use the archer. So I'm gonna shoot one of the ones that are in front of Ilva.
Well, these are restrained now, so you have advantage on these ones.
Yes.
Your starry form comes out, shoots the bow.
Not rolling well. 11, I guess, is a failure.
That's a miss. Just whistles over the top of Ilva's head. It's a miss.
And I move Here, that's my turn.
Okay. This one speaks in falteringly common, and it says, "You take care of the human. I've always wanted to taste an elf's blood." And this one rushes up to you, Ilva. Swings its short sword once for a 10. You dodge underneath it. Swings it again for a 5. Turns out it's more bravo than anything. A lot of bark, no bite. Those are 2 misses with a 10 and a 5 on the dice. Ilva. Wow, getting beaten up. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna do, let's see, disengage.
Okay.
So that's 5, 10, 15. Dismount.
Okay.
We'll have 15 left. Move over here and do a bonus action. Second wind.
Second wind. You hear your buddy Ilva call, Head over this way, Ilva. I can heal you as well.
Never run from a fight. I've got this.
You damn fool. Okay. This guy. So this is difficult terrain, right? This, even if they don't go through it. Creature in the area when you cast the spell. So only when the spell is cast. So it can move through it, but it'll be a difficult
Just
terrain.
a difficult terrain.
So 5, 10, 15. So that's as much as you can get with his movement. But he's going to continue on. So he's got another 10 feet of movement after this. It's going to go to there. Okay, struggling through the vines. Arson, duck behind the building. What do you do?
And I believe this attack is advantage because I was hidden with my bonus action, correct?
Now this is, yes, it is. Here is something to note though. Creatures have object permanence. You can't continue to hide in the same place over and over again. You're going to have to find a new hiding spot, okay? But this one, for sure, but they have object permanence. They know where you are now.
Yep.
Okay.
So I believe this guy's the guy that I know. This guy. No, he wasn't. Yeah, this guy. This guy should have been already damaged, so I'm going to attack him with the throw a psychic dagger at him.
This guy is damaged, and the one Hunter's Mark is damaged.
Okay, so
They are 2 restrained.
And these ones you have advantage on. That's true. The 2 middle ones, but they're not damaged.
Yes. Well, I have advantage anyway because the hide. You said.
Oh, sure. So the one on the end?
Yeah, let's go with the one on the end. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll attack him at advantage. Okay, 23.
That hits, yeah.
Because advantage, it's also sneak, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go.
Yeah, baby's playing peekaboo. It would work on a baby because they don't have object permanence.
And plus 2 because of thrown weapon, so 14.
14. Okay, the dagger comes, disappears into the psychic energy, taking a hold. Doesn't fall.
And then I will climb into the tree, or right there by the tree, and attempt to hide in the tree.
You can make me an acrobatics check to see how successfully you get up the tree.
I will do a sight. Oh, that's good. Okay, cool.
That's good enough. It's not terribly difficult.
And then I will attempt a bonus action hide. Yes.
Okay, noted. Okay, Anvar. Ilva, I can come and heal you, but it's got to put me in the front lines. What do you want me to do?
Just stay behind Anvar.
Okay. Anvar. I don't know why Anvar is concentrating. Anvar is going to do his classic Toll the Dead on the one that was just hit. So tolling the dead. Draconian makes a wisdom saving throw. And 14. That passes again. Anvar says, "Damn it." Tries to go back here to get away from the Draconian that's approaching. This one is restrained. Sorry, you were going to say something, Ilva?
No, I just said it's not his day.
It's not
Literally.
his day. For many reasons. If you're listening, Tord, we hope you get better soon. We'll look forward to seeing you next week. He's going to try and break free. He doesn't actually have any ranged attacks, so he's going to try and break free for the 5. So he struggles and struggles. He doesn't get out. Pretty sure 5 fails. This guy, can he get to Gwyn? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He can. So you have one either side of you, Gwyn. And he growls at your back. And he swings. He rolls a 16?
Yep.
7 points of damage. So you got your back turned, concentrating on the Draconian. You swing around to try and block the second one, and he rolls a 22. Hits again for another 6 points of damage.
Amazing.
This guy is not restrained. He is Hunter Mark, though. Actually, Gwyn, Hunter's Mark is concentration. Always forget this. Make 2 Constitution saving throws, please. DC 10. Yep. And yep. Okay, so you maintain concentration. Put a bubble on there so we don't forget. Okay, this guy is not restrained. Going to rush forward for Teo. For the Dragon Queen! Swings once. 14. Does a 14 hit Teo?
He fails.
Swings a short sword again with a 13. So just swing and a miss twice. Dodging out of the way relatively easily. Gwyn, surrounded by Draconians. What do you do?
Okay. Not liking being up close and personal. She's gonna move her beetles to her short swords.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'll take a swing at the one in front of me here.
Okay. A 16 is a hit. So 8. And some bugs for 12. Nice.
And then, no bugs, and no modifier, but I'll swing again and try to hit him again.
Okay, you do hit him again. So it's a d6 damage. So there'll be 2 damage, I believe.
2. Yeah.
2. Okay. Swing. Recoils back. Okay. Feel free to move away if you like, Gwyn.
I don't think I want to risk that.
Okay, so you stay there. And we're going to end at the top of the initiative order as it's getting very close to me picking up my kids. Pushes forward out of the fire, charges towards Ilva, who's already looking damaged. Swings a short sword once, rolls a natural 1. Swings the short sword again, rolls a 15, just clangs off your armor. Okay, this one is going to try and break free, doesn't have a choice. 12, it remains restrained. Teo.
Okay, I hit first with my scimitar, the one I have in front of me. That's 15 to hit.
15 clangs off the... Oh no, 15 hits. 15 hits. 7 points.
Okay. Yep. Okay, and then I'm gonna shoot one of the restrained ones with my
Starry form.
Archer form. I have disadvantage because I'm in combat. I have advantage because it's restrained, so it's a normal roll.
You're going for this one?
For the one... Yes, correct.
You just roll at advantage. It's only if you're only if you're attacking this
I know I
guy.
have disadvantage for being in combat, I think. I think it's a straight roll.
That's not how I usually rule it. So you can roll at advantage. I might double check that, but you roll at advantage. Oh, you're on a natural 20.
I roll a 20.
Who cares? Rules bar humbug. Roll damage.
So I don't know how. Yeah. So that would be. I don't know what I didn't roll the second one. I think. So I will roll one.
Another d8. Another d8. Let's do 11.
So that's 11 in total.
11 points.
That's my turn.
Okay. Ducks into the creatures, trying to break free, but just can't. Okay. This guy is going to attack Gwyn. Take down the elf! Swings a short sword.
No. 17? Yeah.
Okay, we'll swing again. I'll give you the total damage. Second one misses. A total of 5 points of damage is one. But cuts across you. Ilva.
Ilva's going to risk an opportunity and move over here.
So that's one attack of opportunity. Swings at your back with a short sword and rolls a 7. So that's a miss.
and she's going to attack this one
Okay.
with her reach. She's going to
Okay.
make it a precise strike, so with
Okay.
advantage. And she's going to mark it if it hits.
That hits.
It does. We'll see if I don't just kill it. 11. And then I'm going to do this to mark it. So if it attacks Gwyn, I get a bonus action to attack it
Okay.
on next turn.
Okay.
And it has disadvantage on attacking anyone else within 10 feet
Hey,
of me.
let's see if we can remember that till next week.
Yeah.
Because this will be the last one. Rushes up to Ilva, taking advantage of the attack. Swings a short sword once. The natural 20. Excellent.
Oh.
For 12 points of damage. You go down, don't you?
Yep.
Okay. Ilva, front line, goes down. You hear Andvar saying in the background, I got you! I got you! But then it turns its weapon. 1 to 3, it attacks Gwyn. It's going to attack Gwyn. So with its last attack, last roll of the session, what was it? 21 for 2 points of piercing
that.
damage. And that critical...
Way to end it on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, that they get a D6 for their attack, and they did 12. The maximum they could have done was 13, so it was a super one. Okay, so cut through, you fall to the ground, and we'll pick it up with Arson next week as I dash to get my kids running slightly late, but I should be fine. Okay, folks, that was fun.
Yeah.